Instead of going out for dinner, I went out for lunch.
Fair.
Mm.
Alright, recap time.
Yay, recap time.
Your favourite thing to do when you can find them.
I've gotten better, okay?
Go ahead.
Don't harm me.
Alright. Face the microphone. I'll pick it up.
The party arrived at the Tree of Life after passing the Eternal Storm, and were greeted by some of the Seven Winds, the 7 dragons responsible for Arithia's rise into the sky. They asked the party for help in retrieving a few of the other winds from captors across Arithia, the Forest Guardian having been taken after a meeting with the Dryads, and the Crystal Storm being held in the Wind Court on a death trial. For their agreement to the quests, they were allowed to step into the mana essence below the Tree of Life, granting them power. Feeling invigorated, the party then left for the tower on their new mounts, where they discovered a violent scene of rebels infiltrating the tower and tearing apart the place. The towers were discovered to be training centers for riders, where they seemingly made pacts with a higher power that then allows for control to be had over them. These towers also create a cloud layer from Arithia's water sources, in order to hide the core below. Deciding not to shut it down, the party left with the rebel hostages and headed to their base in the water court, where they were ultimately led to the rebel leader, one of the Allfathers.
I've got a map open on Alba.
Oh.
Please feel free to join me.
That's not the baseline, I misclicked. Baseline.
So you've been led there by the RGB crew.
Name that.
They're not, but they're now officially named that. Did you guys so dutifully pointed out that they were red, green, and blue? So I've now based their names entirely off of their colours.
Where do you want us?
Just near them. They're you know, at the base of the meeting room.
I'll nuzzle in there.
Oh, he's getting very cozy.
Got my meat shields.
I don't think that will help you against an AoE stuff, but you know, we're fine.
Alright, so what would you guys like to do?
A little dance.
A little dance. Go ahead.
I'm kidding.
Oh,
I mean, I'm gonna be like, oh, wait, it's you! The guy that we were told about.
it is you.
He was having a soft conversation with the person beside him, but upon hearing Erica say that, kind of glances up to look at you all.
Hello.
He's then going to slowly descend from his throne and walk around to approach.
His throne.
He's got a little throne, you know.
Yeah, it was described last time as not really a throne, but like a big chair, you know?
Yeah, a really big chair he likes. Which will now be this circle. Well, seems we've got some visitors.
Well, I mean, yeah, these guys were in captivity, and we happened to be raiding the place they're in captivity in, and so we let them free and took us here because we were curious. Hi!
Hello. Thank you for bringing back some of my people.
Yes, unfortunately, not all of them were intact, but that's not our fault.
Yes, well, I heard as much.
Are we supposed to have an Augustus downstairs?
Now, hold on a minute.
Hello, Augustus.
What the fuck you doing there, boy?
What is this, the crossover episode?
Yeah, sometimes on mobile we'll just put down tokens on its own. I've had like 6 tokens placed down in one place. Yeah, see, it's currently doing that.
Right, well, what can I do for you, exactly?
Well, I mean, we were kind of curious of, like, how operations go here. You know? Standard curiosity.
Well, curiosity won't get you much of an answer. I need reason.
What, as to, like, why we're...
Why are you curious?
Well, you see, we're not really in the best graces when it comes to your co-workers. Well, some of them.
Right, many of those.
Yeah, and you know, we just don't like it much, and so we're curious as to what this rebellion was doing.
Right.
And we come to find that you weren't the head of it.
Well, don't go telling anyone.
Well, we're not. Oh,
It's the right answer.
I mean, if I said no, I'm gonna tell everyone. I'm pretty sure I would die where I stand. So I'm good.
You might survive.
I don't know about that. You are, at least in the public's eye, an all-father.
Well, I'm still an all-father. You know. I should have a little side hustle, you know?
Uh-huh.
What are your goals exactly then?
You know, still figuring those out. More so just... Well, a lot of the laws I like to pass don't ever pass by, but, you know, we can still get away with them.
What are your thoughts on people who aren't born with the ability to fly?
Yeah, I don't particularly care.
See, that's the attitude I like to have.
Well, I don't know if indifference is the kind of attitude we.
Well, no, it's like
Well, none are no better than others.
Okay. Well, what do you think about their political oppression then?
That's pretty shit, isn't it? If not even I can have relations with one without losing power, then, you know,
ooh,
what
is there
system
a
are we
history
really
there?
going for?
Is there a history there, or like?
Well, you know, I was following of the ideals at once, you know, one point in my life, but if not even one of the most powerful men on the planet can choose who they like without getting looked down upon, why are we oppressing people so?
He's learned his lesson then. Wonderful.
You know, what's really the difference?
Exactly. What is the difference?
So you
Apart
want
from
to
the ability to move
do
in
away with the current ones? Sort of
Pretty
thing?
much. I feel like we need a rejig of the whole...
Yeah, maybe not all of
Governments.
them, but you know, at least a certain one beginning with K. Carrot. Sorry, got a dick in my throat.
You suck dick?
Not here.
No, I was talking about how I had Carriol's name in my throat. It was because he's a dick. Does no one else get that?
No, Erica
got
sucks
it,
dick.
but
It did, but it wasn't very
I mean,
funny.
It
Okay.
did sound. Wow. Okay.
Well,
It did sound like you were sucking dick.
okay.
To be
Well,
brutally
you know,
honest.
guess that's just a my kind saying, I guess.
That
Well-
does check out.
Are
does
you
check out, indeed.
looking to join them or something?
We're not really sure. Like, join, maybe ally with. I don't know if I wanna like
And
work
what
under
joining
someone.
entails and what we could do with just partnership
Yeah, I suppose that
Or-
that does make sense.
side aligned.
Well, joining gives access to all of the exclusive quests we can offer.
Quest.
There is permanent free housing in this city of mine,
I mean, we're pretty golden on housing, but I appreciate the offer.
food and drinks in any taverns that work under my name. You can have connections, safe houses to hide in, underground bases to hide in. You know, a good few places.
Okay.
sweet little badge to show off to people.
It feels like the wrong thing to give a rebellion, but you know, whatever. It's not my rebellion.
You don't have to, show it off all the time. It's more so if you meet someone who's talking about it or to show a message to a certain person.
Mm-hmm. And if we were to instead ally rather than join.
Well, I guess that would be a discussion. I haven't really had anyone I've deemed worthy enough to be just allies.
I see.
Mhm.
Allies have less, well, I have less control over just allies.
Yeah, that's kind of the
That
idea.
is sort of the point of the allies. The
Well, I
allyship
just
rather
don't know
than the
what you're
working together.
doing, who you're telling, that kind of thing.
No, likewise.
Not the Allfathers, I'll tell you how much.
I'll consider it if you can bring a good case to the table.
The thing is, our case is kind of containing sensitive information that we probably don't want to share when we don't know you very well. So it's like
I'm
should at
sure
least
anything you
group
know, I know already.
Anyway,
Information for information. Sure, there's things I know that you don't.
were you guys responsible for the recent jailbreak?
The jailbreak where there's been a few. There's one in Cryan that was pretty significant.
The significant one in Cryan.
No.
You weren't. Okay. Do you know who was?
I have people looking into it.
So no.
Not currently. I understand that the Dragon Queen was taken though, and also a prized possession of Carriol's.
That was technically a different jailbreak. The prized possession. Who, by the way, is a person, not a possession.
You're speaking a lot.
I mean, that was my own personal one.
Oh, seems I've found who's responsible.
As I said, it was a separate jailbreak.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
I think we at least need a group huddle before making any solid decisions.
That's fair enough.
Very well. Head down into the tavern below, get a drink, enjoy some food.
Will
You know?
you stop meowing?
No, she won't.
Don't say that's the angel guy.
Yeah, let him meow.
He's just standing in front of us going,
Yeah.
Alright, he's gonna go
Kinda
sit back in
talking
his
to the-
chair, and the RGB crew are gonna go talk to him.
Meowless.
I'm gonna come down here.
You're gonna what?
I'm gonna sit on this comfy corner cushion.
I'll lean up against this wall because I'm cool like
Bro.
that.
What's everyone's immediate thoughts on this guy?
I mean,
I'm getting the vibe that he kind of wants to put himself in charge.
That's what I'm saying. He's calling it a rebellion, but he's
Can I roll an insight?
he
Strictly
also
On what I thought of that guy?
It still
Speaking, it's a
qualifies
civil
as a
war.
rebellion.
it's more of a civil war, right?
maybe,
Actually, yeah.
but like I don't know. He
There's
said
a
he,
difference.
yeah.
Oh.
He said there isn't. He didn't really have any goals in mind yet. He was just kind of laying the groundwork for that.
So it's not even
That is
really a rebellion. He's
right.
laying the groundwork for something.
For a rebellion, yes, but like
More of a civil
I don't know
war.
if he wants to be in charge or if he like just has trust issues and therefore doesn't want to have to trust anyone. If that makes sense.
He didn't sound very sort of enthusiastic. He was like,
He is.
"Oh, I have some laws I want to pass, and also it kind of sucks that there's political repression." I'd want him to be a bit more kind of focused on that political repression.
He is also sitting on a giant throne, which
That's
is
yeah. Why has he got a
mean-
throne?
I feel like you have to have a big chair for all those wings, right? Like, there's a lot of wings.
Maybe, but it's very center in the room. Like it's very
Yeah.
thrown.
He is
It's
the
the
leader of the
positioning.
rebellion.
Does that doesn't mean you get a throne?
A leader isn't always above the people, though. They're just the one that's in command.
Yeah, but he is being very casual with them. He's not like lording over them.
He's
Oh,
sitting on the throne.
He's on a giant chair. That's
Again,
kind of
that
old.
could be because of all the wings.
I think you could get like a pillow.
A pit.
Yeah,
Gonna
they
pick
got
up.
wing pillows. Come on, DM, back me up here. They got wing pillows.
But that many wings? Of that size?
Custom.
Cause
That would cost
I mean,
more than a
He's
fancy
an
chair.
all-father.
that would
You know-
literally cost more than a big chair. Like that's just
A custom pillow would
I
cost
feel
more
like-
than a big chair.
yeah.
It's some cloth and feathers.
Okay, it's some planks of wood.
You have
does
wood in
cost
your
more.
pillow?
No, the chair is some planks of wood. You
Yeah, that's more expensive than cloth and feathers.
don't think it is actually.
Wood? You gotta like carve that. You gotta finely craft it. You just gotta get someone with to do some stitching.
Was it like
for
a
pillow.
super finely crafted chair, or was it just big?
Big chair.
It wasn't like super fancy.
It's not super fancy, no.
Yeah, it wasn't like a masterful.
Woodworking is more expensive than knitting.
That's true. You can. It's much easier. The labor
Yeah.
that requires going to making a pillow.
Okay, but like, Octavia is talking about a custom pillow for a man with what is that? 5 sets of wings?
That's basically just sticking 5 pillows together. That's not too hard.
Yeah, I feel like that's still more difficult than just making a bigger chair.
You just cut the like the cloth and then sew it together. Like it's not too hard.
Yeah, but like that's way more.
He's also an
sweat.
all-father, so I think he's got a little extra gold to make a custom pillow.
Yeah, but
I feel like is this
that-
even the conversation we want to be having?
Yeah.
I mean,
You
it kind
discuss
of
his-
it kind of defines his motives as to whether or not
No,
he thinks he's
yeah.
a big man, or if the chair is the more cost-effective option for his comfort.
If he had a giant pillow, I would trust him right now. But he's got a throne.
I still wouldn't. That would not win me over. I'm not gonna lie.
That's a joke, but honestly, the throne is throwing me off. If he was on a pillow, it's kind of based.
Like, okay, you keep describing it as a throne. Is it like
It's
actually
it's just a
throne,
big chair.
or it's just a big chair?
Yeah,
The
really big
definition of
chair.
a throne is a big chair.
Yeah, a big chair in the
No, no,
center
no.
of a grand
Big
room is a
fancy chair is a throne.
Yeah, this is just a big chair. It's not got the fancy.
No.
Does it look like it's
I don't-
just big enough?
I'm trying
for
to find a big chair picture that fits.
Well, then it's just a shit throne. Doesn't mean it's
It's
not a
also-
throne. It means it's not a good one.
Yeah, that's what
Does
the
it look like
positioning
it's
is.
just big enough for all of his wings?
It fits them. Big
But
chair.
like just or like
It's made for them.
it's
It's
okay.
custom.
Hey? Oh, yeah, so he can't have a custom pillow, but he can have a custom chair.
Who wants to sit on the floor? Pillows are uncomfortable on the floor.
Yeah, like what the a chair is just
Well,
better.
the
Like,
Let's just
Pillow
put
is
him on a
pretty-
snuggie, bro.
The
It
pillows
doesn't
are
need
for
to be
his
so
wings.
center
not-
room though. Like it's very grandiose.
I mean, maybe he just likes symmetry, you know?
I don't know.
Like
Look at his
everything
wings.
else in there
They're
is
not.
pretty symmetrical except
His
that
wings-
one vase. I don't know why that vase is not. That's kind
Does
of...
he have a wing on his leg?
Maybe.
That might be his shadow.
Maybe it's like
No, yeah, he does. On
Oh yeah, no,
screen.
he's got a pair of wings coming off his ankles. I've just realised who that is.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
I've got ankle wing.
Sorry, not me recognizing an anime character. Is this the big chair?
No, this is the joke about it being a custom pillow.
Well,
Yeah,
that
see?
wouldn't that wouldn't sit all his wings on it though. They'd hang off the edge. That's my point.
I thought you meant like big pillows on the chair.
Yeah, then we'd still need a chair. Why?
Yeah.
Yes, that's true.
I feel like the pillow is adding to the cost, right? Like,
Should we move on?
I
probably.
agree.
This is very important to figure out his morality.
Alright,
I think he's bad.
this isn't the chair, but this made me giggle.
That's his chair.
He's got a big gaming chair.
So I got a 17 for my insight.
Okay, so
That's
inciting
just-
his vibe.
Yeah, I'm vibe checking him.
He seems passionate about getting rid of the government system, or like changing it, but he hasn't quite decided. It seems he's not really sure of himself of what he should do.
He seems very morally grey to me.
Hmm.
I
He
mean,
could
if he's
be-
not sure what to do, we could always point him in the right direction.
That's true.
Hmm.
Have we had that discussion?
Yeah, I mean, we're kind of still up in the air about that ourselves, which is why I don't think I
You're
can
up in
really
the air.
judge
I
you.
have my ideas.
What's your
What
idea?
do
Just
you- what's your
anarchy?
end goal?
No, I want. So first of all, I want decentralization at the top layer. So I want I don't want an all-father system. I think all of the different courts.
Okay, what would you have
be able to run
instead?
themselves. I wouldn't have anything. I'd have the courts running themselves, as
Okay.
people-backed democracies.
But if the courts are running themselves, someone still has to be in charge of the courts.
Of the courts,
Yeah,
yeah.
like a-
There's no
like a
one
president.
sort of, like over. No, there would be 4 different rulers ruling the courts.
Wouldn't that essentially split them into 4 different countries?
Yes.
Which could end up in war, a power
Yeah,
struggle
that-
between the 4.
Yeah, like,
There's already war happening.
There's not
Yeah.
war yet.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
Well,
it's
you know,
going to be.
The embers, it's.
Hmm.
I can see it sooner than you guys can. I'm a soldier.
Do you have any plans to keep the 4 separate places separate?
I mean, I'm not forcing them to stay separate. I just think that
Yeah.
the entire world having one government is pretty weird, don't you think?
I mean,
Or, like,
yeah,
one
but also it
overarching
is
power.
20 guys. Like, that is quite a lot.
It is, but they act as one body, ish.
Well, I mean, clearly not. We've got. I don't think we've got. NPCs.
What do I know about history? Was there ever a point in time where there was different countries up here? Like, have we always been unified,
No,
or was-
it's always been the 4 courts kind of ran by each of the 4 kings, who then report to their respective government officials in the Crown of Elements, who they make the kind of the kings are usually the ones who have respective control over their area and make decisions like, this is how much I'm going to tax them, this is how much I'm going to do that. The central government of the Crown of Elements is more like, well, their border is there. They control all 4 and say, well, the Water Court wants some area here, and then the Water Court guys and the Wind Court will have a discussion and be like, alright, well, fine, you can have resources from our area, but we want some of yours.
Has it been like that all of time, though?
Yeah, all of time that you are aware of.
Okay.
All of documented time in Arithia.
Does documented
How long-
time start once the
Islands were
the earth
raised.
is lifted?
Yeah.
Right.
How long ago was that?
It
Yes.
depends on what source you take it from.
Okay.
The correct answer is not known to you. But the range is
What-
anywhere from 2,000 years to 200,000 years.
It's what it. Easier question. What is the oldest piece of history we know about this world? Is there oh, we know that there was King James in year 200 who led the courts.
The oldest
Right.
piece of documented history would always be the rising of the islands. But
Yeah.
again, there's multiple sources that say a different time.
What's the source this kingdom says?
I
How
think
long
this
ago
kingdom says about 4,000 years ago.
Okay.
The Water Court
So if
believes
we-
4,000.
If we ask a god how old the world is, we could probably get that proven or disproven pretty quickly.
Yeah, probably.
Or, the dragons who lifted the islands that we happen to be acquainted with.
That's true. Yeah, we don't need to.
What?
We can just ask our friends.
Yeah. To be fair, we're all marked by gods, so I mean.
I still feel like the dragons are easy to contact.
Also, that guy sitting on his big chair,
I mean, we
might
don't
know
know
as
how
well.
old he is. We don't know how old he is, so it's difficult.
But it's not even about age. She's an all-father, which means he might have some top secret information.
True.
And it might remain top secret.
Mm.
Well, that's all dependent.
Hello.
I know.
So-
So my current opinion is I think the current system works, but the wrong people are on top of it
Okay,
in a lot of cases.
there shouldn't be a system where if the wrong people get into power, though, it turns out this drastically. Because eventually, you know, those people, if we put good all-fathers in, you know, air quotation marks, eventually they're going to die. Other people are going to take their place.
What?
And then that could just be bad.
What if they're immortal?
Well, they might be sort of immortal in the sense that, you know, they don't die of old age, but...
They can still become corrupt.
Yeah, I mean, that's
true.
even worse, because then they're just, like, in power for thousands of years, and that, you know, is going to do something to your psyche.
Fair
If
enough,
it was
I guess.
a more power limit, if an all-father was more of a management position
Yeah, I
rather
don't
than
know.
actual ruling.
I feel like there needs to be an additional layer. Like,
In what sense?
between All-Father and King, right? Where it's like, you know, you have a lot of people who sort of, like, people vote for those people and then the All-Fathers just represent them.
So you're down for voting, is what I'm taking.
Oh, yeah, no, I would never take away voting. I know.
Okay. Do we vote at the moment?
I don't think we do we?
So basically, there is the campaign started the day after the Allfather, like resign period, where the other Allfathers can vote out an Allfather.
Yeah, but that's just within All-Fathers.
But the kings then can vote on their decisions. So technically, there's all the kings' votes and all the Allfathers' votes
Yeah.
on who should go out, but nobody was voted out. Which the issue presenting itself is that the
too
Wind
many
Court's
Wind
taking
Courts,
over.
yeah.
So when stuff gets voted out, they can almost overrule any vote.
Yeah.
If you just limit the number of positions flat
Yeah.
out.
Well, I mean, I think it was limited originally, but they just kind of ignored that rule after a while.
Even then, shouldn't the people have a say? And not
Yes.
just
Yeah.
No, fully, I believe the people should have a say. Yeah, sorry, I didn't make that clear, I realized, but I did mean that, like, the people should get a vote. The reason I think the Allfathers work is, again, there is 20 of them, but I think they need to represent the people rather than themselves. Also,
Could have two Allfathers from each court, and their only job is just inter-court relations.
I mean, at that point, do we even need sort of like an authority? We could just
Well-
have some kind of like formal bodies, like some kind of combined nations.
We're doing this
I-
again.
I think the Allfathers are important almost as a deterrent for war, right?
You would say deterrent. I would say a threat. You know, the only reason that they can stop war, air quotes, is because, you know, they hold this power over people.
Yeah, but if the people have voted in these powers, then
you're
they'll have
saying
those
you want-
people's best
We'll have
interest.
to figure out. Yeah, but then how do we figure out who's qualified to run for an Allfather?
Hmm.
I mean, we also have to figure out how to get in charge. That's probably a bit more important.
What do you mean?
Well, we don't necessarily want to get in charge. We just want to have the system changed.
Well, we're discussing changing the politics, but we have to have the power to change the politics first.
That's true, but
Well,
what
we
we
don't.
don't want is to just like accumulate a bunch of power and then not know what to do with it. Like we want a kind of roadmap.
yeah, we want a plan before we have that. Which, I mean, accumulating the power is a case of just getting strong enough to overthrow the current power.
If we
Which is why this
destabilize the
rebellion
system
is
and have
useful.
no plan of how to restabilize it, we've just
We're
caused
just
bigger
anarchists.
problems.
Yeah, exactly.
We do need the end goal before we start.
I think we need to, first of all, remove the current system. Second of all, reveal the truth of, you know, everything we've learned so far and everything we will learn going forward to the general public in a way that won't cause mass panic, hopefully. And then instate a new system that allows people of any race, regardless of whether or not they have an additional pair of limbs coming off their back that allow them to ascend or descend as they please. And you know, and I mean, my personal goal in all of this is to have a big old diplomatic union between here and the abyss where I come from, because currently there is a massive divide because demons bad is the public
Okay,
information.
That's a. Can we slow down and discuss what you mean by that?
Well, like I just want the abyss and here to be friendly with each other.
So not be sort of united in one authority.
No, not one
Okay,
authority. Just like not, you know, not having demon hunts.
Yeah, I can back that.
And also, I mean, my father is already doing work on this, but because of all of the demon hunts, the cycle of hatred being continued, there's a lot of demons that just want to kill a bunch of humanoids, and that's not great. But you know, my dad is doing work on that side, so I'm doing work on this side. Is the idea.
Okay.
Because there is no reason why we can't get one. Unless you count racism as a reason, but I don't think that's valid. So,
I mean, I think once we kind of reveal the whole situation
Mm.
with the clouds, it's going to be a lot easier to convince people away from their bigotry towards demons, possibly.
yeah, well, again, the problem is typically the only demons who end up here that are found out are either falsely accused or are actually committing the crimes because they came here to commit the crimes because they hate humans as much as humans hate them. Which, again, that's not all my kind, it's just a very loud select few. But if fucking Christ, they're loud and so violent. Apparently, there was a case the other day where some guy had a secret basement where he was eating people.
Oh.
That was not pleasant to hear about.
Tasty.
Tyrin, no.
Aww.
Okay, so first things first. Who here is for keeping the entire world under one authority?
Is this one authority that is voted on, or it's like...
Just in general.
I like it because I think it reduces the chance of war.
Okay.
Yeah, I see that. Long past we are gone, hundreds of years from now, some sort of civil war will inevitably break out from that.
Yeah, but like the idea is if people are voting for the big system, then it will stop that from happening.
What does
Oh,
one
you
having
can't
one
say
power
stop it.
actually
It
do
will lessen it.
to stop it?
There's no definite that it won't happen.
Yeah, I mean, yes, but no matter what system we put in place, someone is gonna fuck it up after
Yeah.
enough of us are
I'm
dead.
just saying that if they are separated, the chances are higher because when you are separated, sometimes you get superiority and you think you're better than one of the other countries.
Yeah, but the idea is to not separate them.
What,
So
what if
you are
we
arguing with me
we-
that I'm agreeing with you. I don't get why you're arguing. We're saying the same things.
Right, I think I misunderstood you then. That is my bad. Apologies. Okay, the other thing I think is important to have in place, and hear me out, this one's going to sound shady to begin with, but it will make sense when I explain my reason.
I'm already thinking it's shady because we want a new world order.
Yeah, but I think it would be important to have a group who is behind the scenes to keep the powers in check, because obviously the issue with voting is if you have a silver tongue, you can manipulate the vulnerable into voting for you, and I think it's important to have a behind the scenes group who can uncover
We want to like.
the
We want
shit
to color.
Okay.
that people would be covering up.
So it's fine because this new world order that we want has a secret society controlling it.
Not controlling it. They don't have any control. All they do is reveal things that should not be hidden.
We could just
Right.
have.
Like, I don't want them to have
electron
any
power.
power. It's literally just like a group of spies who is like, I spy bullshit. I'm gonna find out what that is and let the public know so that they have the knowledge they should have.
I think
Like-
you're describing a reporter.
Yes, except, like, less likely to get caught by the person who's hiding things.
And if they are caught, that's a shame for the whoever's catching
Yeah,
them.
but
isn't
they have no, like, affiliation, right?
But
They're
how do
just
we
shadows.
stop them having an affiliation and just pretending not to?
God, we'd have to
Not
have
really
a
possible.
trustworthy person in charge of it, I guess. But then it's finding a trustworthy person. Like, I'd be willing to, but I don't know if that's what we're going for here. I think the idea is that we don't end up in charge, right? But I don't know. It's an idea.
See, I quite like the idea of decentralized powers, but with like some kind of peace treaty that's mutually enforced by everyone that kind of locks people into a stalemate, maybe. So, like, if one person declares war, it's like a formal declaration against everyone, and then maybe have like a not an authoritative body, but like a collective of like a combined nations thing,
Okay.
which is like a platform for diplomacy.
Here's at least my issue with that is that there aren't enough. I don't think 4 is enough nations for that to be, because if one person declares war, but before they declare it has had discussions with one of the other courts, suddenly it's 50-50, half the world against the other half, and that's a big war.
Right, but you could say that like to declare war on any of the other nations is to declare war on like the 3 nations.
Yeah, what we're saying is two of them.
Yes, but if 2
War
of them
for
make
each
an
other,
alliance and
like,
then declare war against one of the other 2, then at best for the other side, that's 2 versus 2.
Okay, but that can happen. That can happen in the New World Order anyway. If I could just say, oh, well, if enough people get together and then fight the New World Order, then that's a war.
I guess, but the idea is that this New World Order is voted in, so why would people want to do that?
I mean, I can still say, like you said even earlier, that like all it takes is one particularly charismatic person, and they're voted in with an incredible amount of power over the entire world.
Mm. Okay, well, I mean, hear me out then. What if we increase the number from 20? That way it's more divided. Still needs to be divisible by
Right.
4, mind you.
Are you wanting to break down the courts into the city-states?
No,
Yeah,
I mean
I'm-
like the number of like quote all fathers. I assume we won't continue calling them all fathers because obviously that's going to be a very controversial name after what we plan to do.
It's also a pretty sexist term anyway, right?
That is very true.
There's female allfathers.
Yeah.
At the very least, we can all agree we're changing the name.
Yeah. All Allers. No, that doesn't
I
work.
think even the all bit is a bit problematic. It kind of, gives off that kind of all-powerful vibe, and that's not the idea.
How about... No, a prime minister sounds so dumb.
That is also a power, like centralized power.
No, I said prime ministers.
So you mean ministers?
I mean, yeah, that's essentially what they are already.
Mm-hmm.
Who's this?
A woman is
Yo,
going to
hello.
approach your table,
Ah, a woman. Hello.
carrying food and drinks. Just kind of give a smile and nod, and then move away afterwards.
Thank you. Does anyone have detect poison?
I don't.
Oh my
No
God.
one ordered this, did they?
No, but like he
No.
might just be being nice. Because, I don't know, maybe he liked our proposition, sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe he just wants us to join. I should get that woman's contact information. For no particular reason.
Can you? We're trying
Get
to
her-
see
her
this
mailing
is
number.
the thing. If we have a world order, I think you're quite good proof that people can be led astray.
I
sometimes.
mean... I don't let it get in the way of my morals.
You don't.
Yeah,
Other people might.
but I'm also proof that not everyone does.
Yeah, but eventually, someone will.
That's going to happen regardless of what government system we put in place.
Right, which is why we shouldn't have a government that controls the entire world, because it's one thing if one person becomes corrupt and there's some kind of treaty that unites people against that one corrupt person. It's another thing if there's a corrupt person in the top chair that controls everything in the world.
Well, yeah, but the idea is it's not just one person. I'm saying that we do something similar to the current system, but they're voted in. So they just
Yeah,
represent the people.
And there'd be some kind of impeaching system.
Yes. Yeah, and I think it would be very important that there aren't any secrets being held by the people at the top. Which is why I suggested the no secrets people.
Mm-hmm.
The name's still in the work.
Okay, what if instead of having a power that sits like above all of the states, we have a power that's kind of on on the same level as them, with just certain things seeded
Like
to them.
like a neutral party.
Kind of. So what I'm thinking is so if we can get this combined nations thing, right, with representatives from all the courts that are voted in, and then get all the courts to kind of sign a treaty that's things like border disputes are going to be settled in this in this combined nations. Just various things that we think the Allfathers, that it's useful for the Allfathers to do, but then still have them limited on a lot of other things.
Yeah, I somewhat agree with that.
Okay.
I've just clocked what you're trying to go for. Sorry. Right. So what you want is for the courts to be able to make decisions on their own stuff.
Yes,
and then to
apart
have
from, a few select things that we think it would be useful.
Which
for.
is which would be inter-court stuff.
Yeah,
Okay.
various inter-court laws.
Yeah, in which case representatives are sent to the Crown of Elements to have the discussion.
Yes.
I fuck with that.
But also, at the same time, the nation states themselves, we also need to reorganize because they're monarchies at the moment, right?
Oh yeah, they are monarchies.
Right. So the nation states themselves should have people elected.
Elected people. Yeah, I mean, we could just change it so that the kings are elected, I guess.
Okay.
That
I
one
would
might be a
rather not
little
have-
more difficult to implement, though, because there's more of them and they will want to fight it, even if they are good people. So that might be a little more difficult, but I do agree with it.
Okay.
What were you saying?
I mean, I feel like that's a good basic idea to pitch, and then of course maybe we could write like a manifesto for like greater demands in some more detail maybe. I'm gonna quickly break characters to say I promise I'm not gonna write the entire.
Oh please, thank God. Actually, no, it'd be really funny. I think you should do it.
No.
I mean, I have a dissertation to do, so.
Can't
mean,
believe your full commitment isn't in D&D, George. I'm
I won't do the whole thing,
so upset.
but
Here's
I
a
will.
thought.
I'll lay some groundwork.
Here's a thought. What if we have some sort of, like, we have the people who are voted into power sign some sort of, like, celestially binding contract that prevents them from being corrupt, else their life is forfeit, sort of thing.
I mean,
Pog.
we would have to really rigidly define corrupt.
Yes,
Yeah.
but I feel like at that point we have the resources to do that.
Who would be enforcing
That would be the gods.
power?
If it's celestially binding, once they sign it, the gods will just, like, if they break the contract, they just die. I mean, or demons. Like, we could also do that if you wanted, but I figured the point.
With that? Is that their domain?
Contracts? Yeah, the gods sign contracts all the time.
I mean, we could definitely, even if we don't want to, we could definitely have that like be a thing. Like all of the representatives have to swear in on some oath.
Yeah, but like if they
can,
break that oath, they fucking like suffer some horrible punishment that they would never be able to recover from.
Okay, I can see that.
Sorry.
You've got to come.
You'll live.
You should come back.
Okay.
No, look at it. Sorry, for references to what the fuck I'm talking about, I had a Belgian bun that I bought yesterday, and all the icing has melted off it, and it's just in the plastic bag.
Oh dear.
And it's white icing, so it looks really sus.
Oh, I thought you were just lamenting about your icing falling off, but you were being crude.
No. I am lamenting about the icing falling off. That's my favourite part of the Belgian bomb.
Ah.
But also, it does look like cum
yeah.
in a bag.
You don't want cum on your Belgian buns.
Oh God.
Right. Okay. But I think. Does anyone have any objections to voice over what we've discussed so far? Because if not, I feel like that's a good basic idea to run with.
So,
You're umming a lot. Hold on. We've got some ummers. No,
I don't know. I'm not really sure.
I mean, we'll develop on it later.
Yeah. I think, okay, shall we quickly do a summary? Because we've talked about a lot. So, to summarize, we want to change it so that there is a sort of all-fathery system, which will be renamed, which discuss intercourtal matters, and that's kind of it. They also work to try and prevent wars from happening. Then, below that, we have, like, the kings and stuff, who we also now want to be voted in, instead of just done by lineage. Who, they sort out the court matters amongst themselves, separately from this, like, all-fathery system that we will rename, don't worry.
Mm-hmm.
And then below that, I guess the kings can have their little councils that discuss stuff for their own cities and the surrounding villages.
Mm-hmm.
And, that sort of domain. Right?
Right.
Have we got everything there?
As a basic idea, yes.
Mm-hmm. Also, we want to have some sort of peace shit going on with my kind.
Yes. I mean,
But-
we could possibly get them in on the treaty, right?
Possibly, but, like, there's a lot of flaws in the Abyss. It might have to be done on a floor-by-floor basis, honestly.
Oh yeah, isn't it? Is it infinite or is it just big?
666.
There are,
Okay.
as far as I'm aware, 666 floors of the Abyss.
Yeah, I mean, let's not over extend ourselves. Let's start with the
Mhm.
4 nations, I think.
Yeah, but I'm saying after that's been set in place,
Mm.
we
We can sign peace treaties and stuff.
yeah, I think we can get some somehow get a message out to the Abyss saying, if your floor wants to be at peace with Arithia
Does your floor want to be at peace with my floor?
and have free travel between the realms, tourism basically,
Mm.
then please stand up, I guess. And that would have to be done with the Crown of Elements, I think, rather than
Mm.
because that's a sort of everyone matter because it's interdimensional.
Right.
So what now? Are we gonna suggest that to what's his name, Reiki, I think?
Basically, I think the important thing is for us to trust him.
Reiki.
He needs to be committed to the idea of dismantling the basically the empire and making
Yeah.
like a collection of nation states.
Well, I mean, the one thing he was sure he wanted to do was change up the current system. He just wasn't sure what he wanted to change it to, right?
But it sounded to me like he wasn't so much upset about the structure of it, more the people that were in it didn't agree with him. So he wanted basically better people to be all fathers. We don't really want all fathers.
Well, let's go see what he's. Let's go see what he thinks of our idea then. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, we can do that. I mean, I feel like there's room for him to disagree because again, we're not super solid on this yet.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
room for him to disagree with us on certain
Well-
specifics.
Okay. How about we see how he feels about democracy as a whole?
Okay.
And if
does-
he's
does
on
everyone
board with
think it's a good
that, we
starting
fuck
point?
with him.
I think we should just maybe talk to him instead.
You humanoids and your sayings that don't have translations.
Okay.
I don't literally mean fuck him.
Last chance for anyone to raise their hand and object to anything.
No, I'm alright with that.
Okay. Octavia?
Also, would the dragons be their own, representation? Or, a fifth court sort of thing? Or do we just get them to try and live among the rest of the existing courts? This is something we can discuss with them, actually. This is probably something we should just... Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the minor things, I think.
Why, it's pretty major, but, it's not our deal.
I mean, yeah, in terms of,
To sort out.
system building, I mean.
Yeah.
Mm.
Alright, right. Let's walk back upstairs. Who the fuck did that?
We did what?
Bro.
Oh, there's Among Us.
I think Charlie must have joined while no one was looking.
I see.
Alright.
Octavia, you follow?
I've done something that no one has noticed.
Is it the fire?
Yeah, I set the table on fire.
Oh.
Throne's all the way there. Going all the way to the right.
I did something else in secret as well.
Bryken, yo!
Hello, welcome back.
Hello, we wanted to know your opinion on this wonderful thing called democracy.
Right, voting people into power, the people have power, etc.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's alright.
so you'd be fine with that being the new system once this current one's been abolished.
Sure.
I kind of looked to Cole like,
Yeah,
okay.
the people are usually the ones that vote laws in, so why not have them vote the people who are making decisions on the laws?
Well, there you go.
Right. That's okay, but you. So in terms of the Allfathers, what do you want to happen to that kind of power structure?
It just doesn't really need to be, you know, these people currently.
Okay, so you would want different people, not a different structure.
I think the structure works, you know, for what it is. I think I'd change what we do, because right now it's just like, we get together every now and again, eat a bunch of free fucking food that people make for us, and, you know, live happy lives doing pretty much jack shit. Like, a lot of stuff we pass isn't really that interesting. You know, it's like, oh, this border needs to shift 3 centimeters north. Whoa, why am I even here? Or, oh no, there's a crime place. Oh, send it off to the guilds, not our problem, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, most of the stuff we do is, oh, there's a new religion. Let's investigate it, and then
Okay.
someone else does it for us,
Okay.
and
Question.
sure.
How would you feel if the people voting didn't vote you into power?
Okay.
Well, there you have it, folks.
Okay.
Like, you know, I know who I am, I know how powerful I am. If they don't want me to make decisions, that's cool. Like, I don't know. I don't know,
Okay.
I think people like my laws, but fair.
We can work with this.
Like,
Okay.
ooh, no slavery. Thought that was a pretty good one.
No slavery slaps.
No slavery
That's-
does slap.
That's my personal opinion.
Yeah.
I bet
Oh,
carry on.
just because they don't speak your language doesn't mean they're less intelligent than you. Crazy.
Oh my god, wow, who would have thunk it? I'm so glad I
Wow.
learned common.
Hmm?
I'm so glad I learned common.
Oh yeah, well, people like you anyway are kind of... Well, that's the wrong kind of sentence.
I was gonna say, hang on a moment.
Well, you know, you're
No,
not...
I get it, I get
You're
it.
not...
Your people.
Your people have been used a lot in slavery.
Yes.
Because, you know, you're pretty
Fiends.
strong and... Well, people see you as lesser beings. Because you're demonic.
Mhm.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Well, that and like anyone without a mark, but that's a whole another issue.
Don't.
That's like a whole governmental thing I just don't like.
Mm.
Like, I do not fuck with demons, and that is not my thing.
Wait, what? What?
Oh, well, you don't know. Crazy. Well, that's information I have.
Mm. Is that what this mark is about? Or the demon mark that we found? In the...
Possibly. Could
Oh.
be.
Can I insight that?
Sure.
Oh, wait, I've got sticky fingers.
What's your insight?
I don't know, I've got to look at it.
I'll just roll a nat 20 and see what...
I'm just rolling that. Yeah, roll me in that 20.
It's an 18 actually, so that's good enough.
Fair enough.
Regardless of your modifier. Yeah, he does know, like, exactly what this demonic thing is. He's not going to tell you
No,
because
but
he knows.
but when I held up the symbol,
Yeah,
was his reaction that yes, that's what that is.
yeah, but you don't know to what demon, to what is involved, and he knows he can hold it over you to get the information you guys have.
Mm.
I hear you're Lords of Hyde.
It's not
That
false.
we are.
Interesting. I've heard good things about you.
Oh, well, that's always nice.
Your king speaks highly of you.
That's always good.
We did, like, help him quite a lot, to be fair.
Yeah. I'd like to keep the king system if possible. It's easier to have them. Well, and he kind of, looks to one of his guards and gives them like a soft look, and they nod and walk off to grab some paper. Well, the system, is as follows. You have, the Great Allfather, the one who is the deciding force on everything, especially if there's, 50-50 split. There's the Allfathers below him, and then there's the kings who report to them. They have their own, what are they called? The person who works at their side, the...
Council member?
Assistant.
No, it's like a
Advisor.
That's it. Advisor. I haven't had one in a while. I killed my last one.
Why?
They annoyed me.
What did they do to annoy you?
Oh, they punched someone for no reason because of how they looked or something. I didn't really listen.
Okay. Noted.
Well, they also, told on me.
What, as in what's happening here?
No. For sleeping with a flightless.
Ah.
Advisor, then you have the generals, or maybe it's admirals. One of the two. Admirals. You have the lords and ladies. And below that you have the people. And he hands that to just whoever's closest. So, the people can make small quarrels to their lords, such as, he stole my rake off of my farmland, and that's the lord's problem. But if it gets a bit bigger of a problem, then the generals and the admirals can deal with it. If not, it goes above to the advisor, who can get advice from the king. If it's bigger than that, the kings can discuss between themselves if it's a country-based matter. But if it is a cross-court matter, then the Allfathers get involved, and if it's a complete and utter stalemate, then the Great Allfather decides. Well, the Almighty Allfather, the Grand Master, a couple of names. He's part from Watercourt, I quite like him.
Fair enough. Okay.
Did you send us food?
Yes.
Okay.
Did you enjoy it?
We didn't know it was you.
We were kind of like very deep in discussion. I forgot we had it. I'm gonna be real.
Oh, well,
We can
I
go
didn't
back
want
and have
to,
it.
make it seem like I was trying to eavesdrop, so I just told them to leave it and walk away.
Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, I'll probably grab it on the way out.
Oh no, we can bring it up here, and he gestures to... Why are they called brown, blue, and blue too?
Because they're RGB, and you gave them a brown tile, a blue tile, and a blue tile.
No.
Why didn't you color them red, blue, and green?
No, because they have names. They have names.
But their tokens aren't the RGB colors.
I
Their whole
liked
thing
their
is their
token
color.
colours, and I don't care.
Their whole thing is their color.
Yeah, you have Riken, Blanche, Garud, and Reed.
You got brown, blue, and blue too.
Okay, whatever. Blanche is gonna
Blue,
walk
blue.
off, go and pick up your food, and then bring it back to you guys as a couple of guards begin setting up a table where you're all standing, so that he can come down and sit with you. And he sits down on the steps just to listen while you guys are given chairs.
Big chair thrown.
You're all given seats at the table. He sits on the stairs, and the others sit on the stairs above him.
You want some, by the way?
No. I just ate before this. I can have some if you wish for me to prove it's not poison.
I'm gonna slide mine over to him.
Okay. He's going to, like, bring the others down to eat as well, but is going to take the first bite. And just eats it, swallows it, chugs some of the water, well, the spicy liquid.
So, okay, my question is, if you're an Allfather, you probably already knew what the fuck they were doing at the tower. Why did you send your men to the tower if you already knew?
I didn't fully know. I had suspicions. I'd like to know we're not always completely on each other's business, but I knew they belonged to Cariel, and after discovering a few other things from Cariel, it was like, well, you know, I knew what the... I knew they created the cloud layer, I did not know they did anything else. But I believe the cloud layer is a necessary thing.
Wait, why is it necessary?
Who would ever want to see a desolate wasteland below them, you know?
You've never been down there, then?
I've seen it. But it is just the desolate wasteland of the god of darkness fighting the king of dragons. It's nothing... You know, it's nothing great to look at. It's not recoverable. There's no life that can be planted there. Has been attempted, but not possible.
So why is it that you guys throw people down there, then?
Well, that is not my domain of business.
I realise that, but you probably know the reason.
Sure,
The
well,
real
it's thrown
reason.
down to kill this beast, as they so speak.
Oh, so it's not real.
Well, I know of something that lives down there,
Oh,
but it does not feast on people.
what does it feast on?
It feasts on mana more than anything, but there is only a small amount in most of the people that are thrown down, so it is a pointless matter. It'd be more effective to sacrifice one flight-able person than it would 1,000 who cannot.
Mm-hmm.
And this creature can't be killed?
You can try.
What is it?
He's going to kind of wave his hand across the table as illusions begin to form, and he is going to show you.
×2. Weird opinion on clowns.
Weird opinion. Bro really doesn't like this guy.
I'm cautious. I've got my cautions.
So this creature begins to form into the center of the table. Long tentacles, a misshapen face. Altogether, not a wonderful thing to look at. And definitely a creature of large-scale destruction.
Oh,
Ulamog, the ceaseless hunger.
that
Yes.
looks interesting.
Okay, right. So, to clarify, this thing is so powerful that 20 of people on par with you can't kill it.
We could try. We've never tried. It is the remnants of the battle I spoke of before, the one that caused the rising of the islands. It is the remains of that and the reason why life cannot exist on the core, because that would destroy it.
Okay, so the solution is kill it.
Sure, but then who would want to live on the core? We have everything we want up here. Everything we need.
It would stop a future overpopulation issue. And also, if it's livable, that means you can grow fuck knows how much food down there.
See, that's the problem with this governmental system. That's too hard. We don't want to do that, and it's
Is he
easier.
being like highly sarcastic?
He's being very sarcastic. It's easier to just keep doing the same old shit because then nobody has to take the fall for a bad idea.
Right. And, you know, they don't want to risk their lives, I guess.
Well, yeah, of course not. Why risk their lives when they can get someone else to do it, like everything else we do?
Yeah, see, this is why I'm more of a lead from the front than lead from the back kind of guy.
It's a system that's like 1,000 or so years old now, so I don't know. I'd have to think about it. Check. Well, not many of the history books are correct, so I'd have to consult the orb.
Okay.
The
Well,
orb.
Yes, the orb. The Dragon King's original consciousness. It
oh
is
my.
a relic of the, well,
That's
a relic of the Allfathers.
the consciousness is intact and in the Allfather's possession.
Yes, well, it's a very controversial topic.
What are the two sides of that?
It should belong to the dragons. And
Okay.
no, we killed him, so it's our possession.
Okay, and which side are you on?
I don't think we should have it, but it's fun to talk to him. He quite likes me.
That's nice. Hmm.
Oh, wait, so you don't think that you should have the dragon orb?
No, I feel like, you know,
It should.
the destruction of their original home was kind of enough. We didn't really need to take their king's entire consciousness from them.
Can we have it? We
No. No, I cannot just give that
You
away.
can't just give it to us, right? Like,
Oh, right. People can like, keep track of it and stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like a central pinnacle piece of the Allfathers, you know, main.
Oh, okay.
Room.
I thought it was just like yours, like you had.
No,
it.
no. I'd have to go
Right,
to the
I
Crown
see.
of Elements. I'd have to like sign in, consult the
Okay.
orb with another witness. Like, you know.
Right. Okay.
I mean, if
It was
you
worth
can
a
get
try.
in, I can get it.
How big is it?
Yeah, how big is it?
You know, like orb sized. You know, like size of your head.
So it could be.
Oh yeah, it could be nicked, but the amount of glyphs of warding on it is
Terror.
Yeah.
enough of an entire kingdom's yearly income.
That's a lot of wasted money.
Oh yeah, I agree. There is so much wasted money in that place. Like, who the fuck needs a golden throne? Cariel, apparently. I just brought a chair from my bedroom when they first invited me.
Interesting. So you don't consider it a throne?
No, that's my chair. I had to have that custom made because I got so many wings.
Called it! Sorry.
Like, you know, it's... Sure, it's a little fancy, but I could have spent more on it, but I don't see the point.
It's very. Its placement is a bit grandiose.
Well, yeah, but I gotta make myself obvious, haven't I?
I suppose it caused a bit of controversy amongst us.
Fair enough. I just like to see the room, you know? Like, then I can see if any issues are going down. I don't really like an office space. I feel like that's a bit weird, because then, it, you know, people come talk to you privately. Like, I want people to just come up and chat.
Have you tried putting a table in front of it? Then it's less throny, I feel. Because it feels like you're not addressing like a massive room, you're addressing whoever's come to talk to you.
I could
That
put
is
it,
true.
you know, and he kind of looks
like
back
the
at his
table
guards,
idea.
and like one of them just kind of like nods and runs off to try and find like a nice little table.
Okay.
It'd be
Okay.
easier than dragging a table up here all the time.
That's true.
Okay. Right. So. I mean,
So information, you mentioned you had some. Because I think I could tell you a lot of stuff that you don't know about.
Is there anything we can tell you? I thought you said that.
Yeah,
You knew everything.
yeah. You know what? We'll do it on a ask basis, I guess.
Go on then.
What information do you want?
Well, just, you came in here sounding very confident. You had some stuff, like, clearly you know and are involved in the breakout that happened. It was
Well, the
reported that
second
some
one.
demon escaped, and he kind of gives Erica an up and down. Why would you need to escape if you were never in there originally?
Well, you know how they treat demons and how we are very important ingredients in a certain disease.
Yes.
I assume you know we're important ingredients in a disease.
No, I'll write that down as 1 point to you.
Yeah, well, Shadow Blight requires my kind's mana. As well as some other ingredients.
I know it was something. He does seem to have an obsession with... Oh, that sounds a little wrong.
My kind?
No, more of an obsession with the younger ones of your kind.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I recently encountered his favourite little errand boy.
Do tell.
And they were fun. He operates under a lot of guilds, a lot of mercenary groups that just take money and ask no further questions.
Mm-hmm.
I was approached by one who apparently had been paid to investigate me. But, I thought about offering him a place for being so honest, but honesty about your past jobs doesn't get you very far. Especially not the jobs they've completed.
Right, so... Where the fuck is it?
Somebody doesn't keep notes.
No, I do. Okay, so this errand boy you mentioned, what's their name?
Zen.
Zin?
Yes.
That doesn't sound familiar. Where is he?
Are you sure that doesn't sound familiar, Erica?
I'm looking. I've got my notes page open. I've got a lot of people in my notes page, okay? I have my suspicions as to who it probably is. But for some reason... Oh, it's because I remember now. I moved them from one chat to another. So they're further down than they should be. Or not? What the fuck? Where are they?
It is Zen. It is the Snake Man.
Oh, that is not at all what I was saying. The Snake Man, right, okay. Where's he right now, out of curiosity, if you know?
Oh, in the Fungeon.
Oh, he's here?
In the Fungeon.
what?
The fun dungeon. Well,
Oh.
fun for me.
He's
Dungeons are
here.
not fun. They imprison people.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
but
it's
this
fun
guy's a
for me.
cunt.
How are they fun for you? Do you take pleasure in trapping people?
Trapping terrible people, yes, I'd take quite a lot of joy in it.
I think it's fine if they're shitheads. I have a personal grudge against this particular individual.
Are they all shitheads?
Yes, I make sure of it.
Okay. I disagree with the name then, but the function is fine.
And I suppose I would be able to
Talk to them?
yeah, I suppose. Talk to them.
I'll need to send a witness down to you, but
So
down with you.
I can't just
I still need to make full judgment of them before death is on the table. Usually people can...
allow me to add to his crimes for you.
Sure.
He kidnapped my little brother and
Alright.
gave him to the King of Cryan.
Alright.
And, you know, then the King of Cryan used him to try and make some shadow blind, which is a very painful process. At the time, my little brother was 12.
Right. Well, I don't believe he was the first.
No. I imagine, you know, from what my father described the incident, he'd clearly done it before.
Indeed.
Him and his group. So, yeah, you know, I wanna... I would want to have an item on me before I talk to him, actually, which I don't currently have. So,
What do you need?
I'd have to get the item and then go use it somewhere else before becoming whole things.
Sounds complicated. What do you need, though?
I've heard there's this new item going around I've heard about called sensory stones.
Okay.
They can record a sensation a creature has experienced, and then someone else can experience that sensation.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, you wish to inflict all of the pain he caused onto him.
Pretty much.
Fair enough. You can hand it to me if you want.
What do you mean?
I can inflict pain far worse than anything onto him.
Yeah, I know, but I specifically want him to feel what my little brother.
Fair enough.
So, you know, I think that's fair. At least from my standpoint. And then I was gonna make him either choose to die or sign a contract with me. But, you know.
Anyone else?
Well, hang on. I've given you some information from me.
What do you wish for, then?
I'd like to know who is the owner of that symbol I pulled out earlier. That demonic symbol.
Very well. I'm glad to see you ask the important questions. He is going to shift the illusion to a demon.
Bro, Ulamog's just been in the center of the table this entire time.
Yeah, he made it dab and like do a little dance, you know?
I can't wait to be able to cast Silent Image at will.
I've lost the picture. No, I haven't. There we go.
Okay.
They are a demon of the nine hells.
Okay, so not
Pride.
Pride. Oh, as in the Pride.
The Pride.
The Pride, and that's... they've got to deal with Carriol.
I believe it to be Cariel, yes.
Mm.
I haven't sensed any demonic marks on anyone else.
Mm-hmm.
But I believe it is a method of road to his ascension. Since, well, I'm sure you know how godly ascension works, right?
We have an
No.
idea.
I don't know.
Great. Then I hold this as my next response to any information you can give.
What
That,
else
and
have
I assume the original lifting of the islands is... history on that is a little shaky.
Are you saying it's shaky in an official sense, or
Well-
you don't know yourself?
No, I know. But sources report as they see fit. Depending on who worships what and all that. But when you converse with the people I have, you often learn the truth. What else do you know then?
I feel like it's someone else's turn. I've said a lot.
What do we know?
And do remember, people, we cannot say everything we know. Else we'd be breaking a deal.
A deal?
I will not say more on the matter.
Fair enough. I do not dabble in deals.
Well, it's a handshake deal. It's not.
Still, I do not like to have other people break their word.
Mm.
It's honourable to hold it. For that alone, I can offer you something up for free.
Oh.
Well, what would you
Well,
like to
you
know
already
out of the
said what the
options?
next thing was, didn't you?
Well, that's if you want to hear about that first, or if you have any other more pressing questions.
Again, I don't think it's my turn, so you guys first.
We do know. Is this the deal? I'm gonna scooch my chair over to Erikai. I'm gonna whisper. We're allowed to tell him about the Allfather that we met, right? That has sort of
The changeling?
anti-Allfather. Yes. I know her name. I can't pronounce it. Aleha.
Aleha, yeah. Yeah, we can tell them about
Aleha.
Aleha. No, the ones we can't tell them about are the you know, the
You can talk normally, please don't whisper.
we can't tell them about the place we visited very recently.
Oh, I'm glad you caught me on that because I was so gonna say that. Okay.
Mm,
Aleha
yeah,
is.
he cannot. We cannot say that.
Okay, I'm gonna scooch my chair back over. I'm gonna say we know that one of the other Allfathers has similar sentiments to you.
Oh, who's that?
That would be Aleha.
Ah, yes. I remember her.
You remember? You say that like she's dead.
No, I just got to sit in the corner and drink some wine while she beat the shit out of another Allfather, and then we both drank wine together.
Fair enough.
It was wonderful.
Hmm.
Right. Her sentiment does go beyond just that Allfather, though. She's,
Oh, no, that's my
Yeah, it goes
fondest
to-
memory of her.
One of the other Allfathers.
I don't think you can imagine how wonderful it is to see a strong woman beat the shit out of
A
fucking
misogynist?
man.
Mm.
Yeah.
I mean, I could see it in her eyes when we talked to her.
Mm. The wine was good too.
Wow.
So, you already know how she feels about the Allfathers, then?
Yes.
Okay, never mind then. That was worth a shot.
Well, I knew how she felt about them. I didn't know it extended much beyond a distaste for those who saw her as less. I'll have to get in contact.
Yeah, I would recommend that.
What would you like to know in return, then?
What were we gonna ask? He just hinted at it, didn't he?
The process of god ascension.
Yes. How does one ascend to become a god?
There are a couple methods. I will tell you all of them.
Asking for a friend, by the way.
The first method is genuinely one that is still unexplained to most, but it is how most cults bring forth a more powerful leader. It is the true belief that that person is of godly power. Enough belief, enough genuine love for that person to grow can ascend someone to godhood. Though they would be lesser gods until they, actually obtain some own power instead of just some slum who just decides to make himself but never actually trains, if you get what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Other methods are being brought up to the gods by the gods. They can choose to ascend you themselves. I believe they're currently going through that process with the god of seasons being, well, absent. They often mark people, begin to assess them of their worth, and... Pardon?
What was that about the marking people?
Well, each god can choose up to 5 champions, at least from what I've heard. And then each champion is assessed throughout their lifetime. After a certain point, and I believe every quarter they come together to assess the champions. If anyone meets the criteria, they are ascended.
I see. Okay.
other
Please
methods.
continue.
Have you
It's
seen any
alright.
such mark on Cariel?
I've noticed a mark, but
Where?
on his hand. Everyone has them.
Everyone has these marks.
Everyone is owned by the life goddess by default.
But is his the mark of the life goddess?
No, his is the mark of darkness.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough.
So they can ascend if they make enough pacts.
With
Anyone.
right.
Treat a pact like a share of power. The more you make, the more power is shared to you until your power
Does that
increases.
mean a lot of demons are also gods?
Demons contain curses, and those curses cannot allow you into godhood.
But
If you're of demonic nature, you cannot be ascended above it, but you can rival them.
what of abyssal demons?
Abyssal demons, there is potential, but never been done before. Again, we are talking thousands of pacts. Hundreds of thousands.
Well, I would have thought like the demon emperor would have got that one.
Some do not wish for it.
Oh,
Godhood
you
does
can-
mean removal from the mortal plane.
So you can make that many
You can
pacts
deny the
and
request.
then just not become a god. Okay, interesting.
Those are the main methods, at least ones that are documented. I believe Carol is going for the general route of power and press his patron and make pacts along the way as a backup. Which, with the amount of riders and people he's able to control, pacts aren't exactly off the table for him.
Oh yes, I suppose every rider is a pact, isn't it?
And a pact with pride is 1,000 people. Pact with pride is every pact that pride has made. And pride has made many.
I'm sure he does.
You still have a free question, as I said.
Yes.
But is that all the ways to godhood then?
Yes, all of the documented ones. There may be more, but I do not know if they are successful or
How to god?
obtainable at all.
Does anyone else have a free question?
Did he say whether or not he had witnessed Ulamog already?
He said he'd seen Ulamog before.
He's seen
You seen the what?
Ulamog, the
Ulamog.
Theseus hunger.
The creature.
The creature on the core.
Do you know how old the world is?
Yes, I do.
I'm just casual. Is your answer just gonna be yes?
No, I can answer in full if you like, but I wanted to make sure that is an agreed question between all of you. As I said, this is a free question because of your,
Unwilling
show of
to-
respect to another.
I feel like that's important information since
Why
I
do you
agree.
think it's important, if I'm honest?
because the government is currently hiding the information about our very world's timeline.
Suppose.
Another thing. Well, if our plan is to take off the sheet over people's eyes, having another piece of information about what the government has been lying about is very important.
I suppose. Very well. I won't object.
Very well. The main reason for this, lack of information is to, form their ideals that the Allfathers were actually involved in the rising of the islands, but we had no such place. He shifts the table again, and you see this kind of world come into view, one where everything was just existent on the core. This was Arithia before the islands, before anything, before
You say that with such
Any
confidence
conflict.
as if you had been there.
maybe I had.
Are you that old?
Not at all. At least not this form.
Right.
You look very good for your age.
Thank you.
We don't know how old he is, so.
Well, I'm assuming old.
Back then, mortals just lived as mortals. There was no flight, there was no... Well, there was flight, there was no flight able, there was no skyborn, no sky blessed, it was just... mortals.
Guys being dudes.
Of course. The main powers of the world were, you know, small settlements and kings and forming nations, but of the highest power there lived the dragons. And the Dragon King, who was close to ascension, if we'll put it at that. Though there came a day where the god of war came down to us.
Okay.
There comes a tale of how mortals came to be. The gods created the mortal planes as a experiment, a fun game of entertainment, you could say. You know, you got lives as long as that, boredom comes quickly.
Right.
The mortal realms weren't panning out as they planned them to, yet the god of war stood on the side of us mortals, stood to face them, and in that rebellion they lost their throne. The god of war fell for defending us, but instead of destroying us completely, we were placed to the test. The god of shadows descended down upon us, and our world was torn in two. To save Arithia from total destruction, the sky was lifted. The world was torn, and Arithia was raised. The god of, well, the king of dragons, never was a god, rose above to fight against the god of shadows. In doing this, he ordered his seven winds to rise the islands, but the core below was destroyed completely. The god of shadows was eventually fended off by the king, but he was gravely injured.
The All Fathers of the time swooped in.
Well, that wasn't until a little later. There was no All Fathers. The islands were lifted 1,200 years ago. A little off by a few years, but that's close enough. 900 years ago the All Fathers were formed, at least the first remnants of them. 100 years after that, they killed the Dragon King.
Oh.
And, you know, 800 years to now, we have our current system.
Mm-hmm.
Was anyone else doing the maths on that?
What math?
Well, to figure out how old the world was.
Well, the world
right.
itself is at least 5,000 years before they started making mortals. They like to watch them evolve for a good long time. Dragons were first, though.
Okay, Kaku.
Oh, the year's literally in fucking Arithia lore. Holy fucking shit. Nobody noticed that. It's cool.
Well, you know, it could have been a different event. But...
Yeah.
Right, okay. Do we have anything else that we know that might be useful?
Or do we have any more information that we wish to learn from him? Would be a more prudent question.
It'd be nice to know where Kyvan is.
I feel like we can locate Kyvan pretty easily ourselves. He is a
Yeah.
public figure after all.
No, I can give you all of his houses if you wish.
All of his houses.
But yes, the man has multiple. I don't see a point in it.
What are your opinions on Kyvan?
I don't like him one bit.
Mm-hmm.
If I had the ability to kill him off without it being in my name, I would. But
Okay, I like this guy.
there needs to be someone who remains within the...
Shadows?
No, remains within the Crown of Elements that has connections. If I was to just kill Kyvan, I would be outvoted
Yes.
almost immediately.
I think I agree with you on that.
Like,
If you were to kill him, how would you go about doing it?
the man has a lot of minions, so to call them.
Mm-hmm.
People who do not think too freely, whether by their own choice or not. If you are to fight him, I would attempt to get him alone, because while his minions may not be strong, numbers can be overwhelming, and also it is hard to take an innocent life. It does not weigh easy on the soul.
Yeah, I'm familiar with that.
It tips your soul heavy in a bad direction. Anything else you wish to ask me?
If we were to isolate Kyvan, would the four of us be able to win?
Currently, I don't believe you would.
Mm-hmm.
In your current state, no. But you're getting there. With enough people around to support you, I believe you could do it now.
What do you mean by that?
Well, if we had
With allies.
more...
Okay.
Allies such as me.
Oh, so you're down for the ally idea now.
Yes, I still like the idea of you being a part of my, an official part, but if you do not wish to take my cool little badges, then that's up to you.
What kind of responsibilities do we have if we take the badge? Like, what do you expect from us?
Oh, I don't expect anything from my people. They can come and go as they please. Like, I'm not the kind of person to order people around. If they wish to fight for a rebellion, they'll do it.
Okay, so taking these doesn't make us subordinate to you in any way? And
No.
take orders? Okay.
I don't consider people subordinates, anyway. We're all just part of the rebellion. I stand at a higher power, but not a lording power, just physical.
I would like to take the badge.
Okay.
If that's right with you.
He hands you a
And
cool little
all of you
badge.
as well. I'll take my badge and hide it away.
Yeah, go on then.
Alright, cool little badge for you.
I suppose you happen to have a list of corrupt nobles that could disappear.
I may. Do you... Well, would that list be of interest to someone you know?
I certainly know someone, yes.
I suppose I could lose that list to you.
Fair enough then. Simply so that things such as detect thoughts and zone of truth do not raise question, I will not join.
Fair enough.
Should I get caught, I wouldn't want to be the reason that this crumbles.
That's alright.
I do plan on making a few risky moves in the near future, so...
Do tell.
Well, there's just certain people I'm sick of having around.
Well, if you would like to...
Enigma being one of them.
Exactly what I was thinking. If your party would like to descend into the dungeon, you can go forth with one of the ones who you returned with, and he gestures to the RGB crew. I trust them well enough.
Brown. Brew.
So I'm not allowed to
BBB
kill
crew.
him then? I'm not allowed to kill him though.
If you so wish it, I can turn a blind eye.
Oh, how convenient.
Does he have any information that we might need before we do that?
None that I've really gotten from him. He is a dog of Cariel. You know, he's completed many jobs for him, but Cariel has a way of wiping away the memories of such acts.
Mm-hmm.
There is not much information to gather, but I have got a few locations.
Right.
Oh! How much information do you have on the Nightwing Guild?
Ah! I was hoping you'd ask that. I know a little bit. That's usually where he gets most of his hunters from.
Yes.
It's a guild of low morals, low humanity, you could say.
Yeah. So, pro tip. If you want to hunt down a member of Nightwing, it's a good place to start with nameless individuals.
Very well.
They have Faye at the front door. You know, can I have your name, please? Pretty standard.
It's a good tactic.
Oh, yeah. It is. Are you aware who the leader of the guild is? Or at least one of the higher ups?
Yes, I've heard of her.
Yeah. She is one of the people who I would like to see gone.
Very well.
But anyway.
I'll keep that in mind. We're currently investigating a place in... It's near Edgery. It's a pop-up of an old entertainment place. It's changed profession, you could say.
Hang on. Where's the map? Arithia... Here we go, Edgery. That's my place, isn't it? Yeah, okay, just checking. Oh, I mean, feel free to visit. I hear the surface is wonderful.
Do you know more about the whorehouse?
Well, it's a family business. My family's business.
Right. So nothing linked with the Nightwing Guild?
No. Not at all.
Alright, it's just the kind of business they get into. We haven't looked into the logistics at all. And...
We're very, consent matters and all that.
Yeah, pay the workers.
Yes. Which apparently is not that common for the Abyss, but we do pay them. Quite a lot, may I add.
We'll stop looking into it then.
Mm.
Put resources elsewhere.
Yeah. Yeah. If you are interested in meeting my father, though, I'm sure he'd be interested in meeting you.
I'll consider it. Now, any questions from anyone else? There's no more give or take or trade at this point. I'm open.
Can we have Kyvan's locations, or is
Of course, yes. And he gets another guard to bring him over some paper.
While you guys are discussing that, I'm gonna quickly go get a sensory stone and record what my brother went through.
Alright. He's gonna give you one.
Oh, thank you.
No worries. See you back sometime soon.
Yes,
Also, do you have plans immediately after this, or would you like
Yes.
to stay for a little while?
we do have plans.
I
I'm
have
afraid.
plans.
Very well. No worries at
Oh,
all.
you did, didn't you?
Well,
Yeah.
we all have plans. Sky has more plans than we do, but
Oh, do not worry, do not worry. I was simply asking for, hospitality reasons.
fair enough. All right. Am I able to yoink that sensation with no issue?
Yeah.
Sick. How long does it take me? The round trip.
It's not far, so not long. Because it's not far to Blake's, and Blake can take you straight there.
Well,
That kind of
I've
thing.
got to go between Edry and the actual.
Yeah, but, an hour or two.
Okay. Cool.
Which gives them time to kind of, sit down and really think about where each of the places are.
The list of, and as well as the list of people who can disappear.
Yes, as well as the list of people who can disappear. Alright, any other questions from anyone while Erica has gone to do that and while he's writing the list?
No.
I don't believe I have any. Oh, you mentioned earlier that sometimes people are marked by gods.
Yes.
When people are marked by gods, what are they expected to do by these gods?
Oh, nothing.
Nothing.
Well,
Okay.
when you die, you become their property.
Interesting.
As in your soul.
Yes. But, if they want you to become some interdimensional warrior or, anything of the sort, they can make you.
Is there a way to be unmarked?
You can ask very politely, or
Ascend to godhood.
ascend to godhood, yes.
Okay.
And it's removed automatically, because a god cannot own another god.
Mm-hmm.
PDF, I didn't want a PDF. Alright,
I have one question.
go ahead.
So I have notes between two characters. So I'm trying to find the recent characters' notes.
Damn, this guy's fucking everywhere.
Yeah, it has 5 houses.
Oh wait. I don't know why I didn't register for some reason I thought he was asking for Kyvan's houses, not Cariol's.
Oh, I did ask for Kyvan's.
Oh,
Whoops, I misunderstood. Allow me to get Kyvan's
We'll-
for you as well.
We'll also have that though. That is helpful. So.
No worries at all. I've realised you probably asked a lot of questions about Kyvan Helpful, and I answered it if they were Cariol. Kyvan, yes, you could probably U4 take him on.
Oh, okay, that's better.
that's what I like to hear.
My
Let's go,
apologies,
boys.
their names are so similar.
They are very similar. It's okay. You won't be talking about one of them for long.
Wonderful. I'm glad that's good information for you.
A few months ago, there was a village taking care of children that had marks that burnt down. Do you know anything about that? And I'll tell them the sort of region that it was in.
I don't personally, but I can have someone look into it for you if you want.
That would be good.
And he kind of, you know, gestures to one of the people, and they nod and walk off to get started on it.
Right. Before I go downstairs,
Sure.
I would like to know if you would be interested in us letting a potentially interested party who aren't in the favor of the Allfathers know about you, or would you rather that be kept?
Who is it?
I can't say.
Ah. No, them.
Very
Just
well.
for safety reasons.
That's completely fair.
Me when I find Guide and kill! Best Stephen Harvey moment.
I'm getting him. We're jumping his ass. Right, so... Sky, what was it that you wanted to do again?
I'm gonna go talk to my best friend and Tenium.
Right.
And in the meantime, we are going to go and look into our associate who is being incarcerated.
Yes.
However, before we do that, I have a date with a dungeon dweller. I've been looking forward to this.
Do you want us there? Or...
I'm pretty angry at this dude, so you might see a little bit of a side of me that you don't like. I'll leave it up to your discretion.
I kind of do want to see that side.
Fair enough.
I will come with you.
All right then. I'm gonna head down into the dungeon,
Wonderful.
and I'm gonna find this man.
Wonderful. Let me finish up this. So, wow, these stairs are so long. Keep talking to George for a minute.
Man, these stairs are really long, huh?
They are quite long. So...
Like, it's an oddest, like, it's not even that it's a really, like, large number of stairs. It's just the stairs themselves are really, like, long, you know? Like,
They are, yeah.
why are they so long?
Sometimes I'm walking and then I get to the next step and I'm like, oh, I forgot I was on stairs.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, whoa.
So this manifesto that we're gonna write up. Well, I was thinking sort of like part manifesto, part document, sort of outline what we want. How do I start it?
That's a difficult question.
I was thinking there is a spectre haunting the crown of elements, the spectre of rebellion.
For the start of the manifesto?
Yes.
Right. It feels very theatrical.
You gotta have a good opening line.
Fair enough. I mean, I'm not the best when it comes to political shizzling.
Neither am I, to be completely honest. Most of my my expertise are in the warfare itself.
Indeed. I would like your opinion on this. And Erikai is gonna hold out a contract he has written.
Okay.
He's written out to you, which I'm now going to paste here. Never mind.
No, too long.
How is it not too long the first time I sent it?
There's too many gaps, bro.
Oh wait, this part of it's not even meant to be in there.
That's why it's too long.
That is why it's too long.
Right, let's have a
It's also removed my bullet points, which is really annoying.
Oh well, I'm gonna go to the bathroom quickly while you're doing all this.
Okay.
Just pretend there's like bullet points on most of the lines.
All right.
This is a game of pretend, so we're all quite good at it. Oh, for fuck's sake, Charlie.
Delete message. Delete.
I
I don't know why I can delete messages.
Oh well.
Is there a first option?
Yes.
Good to know you can delete them while I'm going to the
Okay.
bathroom. I'm pretty sure you could probably time them out if you've got that power. Mod view? Okay, I really need to pee.
I cannot time him out, no.
Okay.
Oh wait, he's watching the stream. He's saying, wait, please no. It's fine, I can just go to Mist's computer if he is acting up too much and time him out there.
Those who pick this up can sign a contract which dictates any further intentional cruelty results in acts of cruelty. Okay, I'm glad you specify what acts of cruelty include.
Yes.
To commit such acts for you, but also encouraging cruelty in others, standing by cruelty, to persist if you have to stop them, intentional unfair treatment of others, even without good reasons at based, intentional manipulation of another, non user loads colossal, acts of cruelty, the signee commits against their own will.
Oh, wonderful, Charlie.
This is my DMs.
Oh, okay. Is he okay?
No, I think he's crazy.
Okay.
How much will you pay me?
Alright, so. Where were we?
£1, that's not enough, I'm not reading out loud.
Have you guys finished your talk on the stairs?
He's currently reading over my contract.
Oh, okay, okay.
I would say, first of all, when you say acts of cruelty include, I'm assuming that list isn't exhaustive, so I would say include but are not limited to.
Acts of cruelty include
but are not limited to. Yep, okay.
And then yeah, that's probably good enough.
So you've got the
mean, the stuff at the bottom, it really kind of like puts the cherry on top, in terms of like limiting how much you can wriggle out.
Yeah, exactly. That was the idea. Because it's like the whole process is I'm not gonna just give this to random fucking people. These are going to be given to people who are dicks, to put it bluntly.
I would also specify somewhere that you are the ultimate arbiter of what does and doesn't count as an act of cruelty.
Well, the way our demonic contracts work is if they break this, the consequences go into place. In which case, it's death for them.
Right, but you should put in it that you are like what counts as cruel is decided by you.
Okay. I fuck with that.
Because otherwise they could, they could like reason say, oh, I don't think this is cruel. I think this is for the greater good, when it's actually not. And that I think those two additions makes it pretty foolproof.
Are solely defined by guidance. How about that? That last line.
Yep. Yep. That works.
Big.
Alright, as you make it to the bottom of the stairs, you notice Zin sitting in a cell.
Has anyone else come with us?
I think one of the RGB guys did.
Did
Yeah.
Octavia or Sky?
Is this one?
What were you doing, sorry?
Erokai was going to enact retribution on this guy.
This will work better. There's less things to delete.
There's showing notes.
Don't worry about my reused things. I don't have the budget, bro. Alright, I'm deleting Cillian. I found him. I've caught him trying to get on the fucking map, so I'm kicking him.
I don't think kicking him blocks him though.
Yeah, it stops him getting back in without my permission.
Oh, okay.
You've been caught. You shouldn't have joined. I caught you. You don't want to do work, you're bored. I'll work with you afterwards.
But are not limited. I swear there used to be 5,000 characters limit, man.
Alright, so you've made it down into the cells. There are a few people down here. Please ignore my cat. She's being lovely and not a menace to society at all. Alright, Zin is all by himself in this cell, Erico. Well, he's got his snake with him.
He's got his snake. He's just allowed to have that.
Yeah, he's allowed to have his snake.
I'll grab the child so she shuts the fuck up.
Fair enough.
What? You gonna be sleeping? No.
Charlie messaged me privately, he did. Boy. He knows I timed him out. Okay, what would you like to say to Zen?
It's relatively dark in here, isn't it?
Yeah, fair enough.
Cool. I'm going to like try and make it look like I'm just stepping through the bars, but I'm just teleporting from one side to the other.
Fair enough.
You're Zen, right?
So what if I am?
Do you remember this kid, Minor Illusions Kiri?
Never seen him before.
Inciting.
Okay.
$21.
He has memory, but not full memory.
Do you... Okay, so you're lying to me. That's always a good start. I'm literally just going to sweep his legs out from under him.
Fair enough, go ahead and roll to attack.
D20, I don't actually know what my modifier is. I'm assuming plus 11.
He's weak, so only that.
Where is it? Plus 9. Bang. Another 21. That's wild.
You sweep his legs out from under him and he hits the ground.
I'm then going to put my foot on his chest.
Kinky.
And then, like, lean in a bit. So we're going to try that again, and you're not going to lie to me this time.
Is this some fetish for you, demon boy?
No, this is my brother, and you kidnapped him, so I'm angry at you.
Oh no, I was paid to do a job. Oh no.
You could turn it down, dickhead.
It's a lot of money.
I'm just gonna punch him across the face.
Alright.
Money matters more to you than a child?
A demon child.
Do you know what you put him through?
Don't care. No, I didn't do it.
Okay, I'm gonna pull out the sensory stone.
Oh no, a rock.
I'm gonna press it against him. Go ahead and just let the influence of that provide a sensation for you.
Alright. So both Erokai and Semator watch as he's keeping up that kind of cocky smirk and joking until the stone is kind of fully pressed up against him and the pain begins to press into his mind. The thoughts, the memories, and then sensations as he begins to writhe and roll around on the floor, screaming, hissing, and gripping at his chest.
You put a 12-year-old through that. How do you feel about that, huh? Huh?
Demonkind fucking deserves it.
But what? He's 12! He's done nothing wrong!
It's your kind. Demons are only sin.
That is simply not true. You're just objectively wrong.
Then why are they cursed?
Abyssal ones aren't.
They're descendants of the cursed.
And yet the curse affects us not.
There are still remnants of it. You need to satiate desire, or else you'll go mad.
Okay,
You're
so
not
what?
free of it.
I have sex. I suppose that's more than you get to say.
I don't think your kinks come into this. You're probably enjoying this.
No. Not in the sense that you seem to think I am. Press the stone into him again.
Alright.
Do you not understand what this is?
All it is pain. There's not much to it beyond that.
No, you don't seem to get what they're doing here. You see, this sensation is what my brother felt when they were extracting a piece of his mana forcefully to make shadow blight. That's right. Your employer makes that shit. It's not a disease. It's a poison.
So, gets rid of the filth of the earth.
I am going to pick him up by his hair and smash his face into the wall.
Alright, roll like a 3d6.
Okay, Charlie, right. You might want to time him out.
Yep. Roll like a 3d6 of damage.
If this is damage, he's close enough to benefit from my aura.
Wonderful.
I am non-lethaling, of course. Your aura is +5, isn't it?
Yup.
Am I getting my dex modifier for it as well?
Yeah.
Oh. 22.
Okay. The bricks kind of crack away and you see he's like scuffed up the whole side of his face.
Yeah, I'm then gonna throw him to the floor and like slowly walk up to him as I transform into my demon form.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna use my aura as I do that as well.
Okay.
So wow, unfortunately, Cole, you also need to do this. Wisdom save.
Oh, what do I need to do? Okay, if it's a save, then I get the bonus.
Yes,
Right.
you do. Have you seen my demon form before? I think you have, haven't you?
Yes.
So you have advantage.
I think just the once. Oh, okay.
You're
Oh.
fine.
Just double checking it is a wisdom. Yeah, wisdom save against your DC, which I assume is just my monk DC in this particular
Yeah.
instance. So that's 8 plus 5, 13 plus my proficiency.
I believe they fail.
Yeah, 14 probably fair. What is my proficiency right now? It is +4, so yeah, DC 17.
Oh, I just got it.
Yeah, so he is frightened of me now.
Okay.
You understand that what you did was like horribly cruel, right?
Sure. Well, if it was on a normal person, but yeah.
Okay. What have demons done to you, man?
They just exist. They are what they are, sin.
I'm gonna turn to look at Cole like, can you believe this fucking dude?
I'm shaking my head.
Okay, asshole. Kick him across the face.
Okay.
Here's the deal. Either you're going to sign this contract. I'll give you some time to read it over, don't worry. Or I'm going to kill you right now.
What does the contract entail? Because I'd rather die than work for scum like you.
It's not working for me, it just stops you inflicting cruelty on anyone. Ever. It also stops you lying to me, but that's not working for me.
Seems like a shit pact for a demon.
Considering it's an exchange for your life. I think it's a pretty good deal. And hey, it lets you better yourself. Because
I don't need to better anything that's already perfect.
I think that means kill him, right, Cole?
I'm gonna nod.
Cool.
How would you like to do that?
I'm gonna wrap my hand around his neck, pick him up, and then impale him through the heart with my tail.
Nice. Very nice. Would you like to take his form?
Do I think it's more useful? I mean, yeah, I can probably get access to Nightwing with his form, can't I? I'm gonna take his form.
Okay, would you like to describe how you do that to Cole?
Yeah, so, Cole, you see I've impaled him with my tail?
Mm-hmm.
You're then gonna watch as I pull my tail out. The end of it is gonna, like, open up, like, a lot. And, like, go over his head and just, like, slowly pull him in.
Mm-hmm.
Until eventually there is nothing left of him. And it's just me. And, I guess, the bloodstains I left. Right. Yeah, literally just like Cell. I hadn't even thought of that. Cool. So, I have access to Nightwing now.
You will lose your previous form, as you know.
Yeah, I don't think I'm really gonna have any benefit from that anymore, though. So I can do this now. I'm gonna turn into him.
Nice. That seems very useful.
It is. It is. Hopefully, I can take full advantage of this. I was hoping this would be the first form I take, but unfortunately drastic times called for drastic measures, and I had to take someone else's form in order to escape my imprisonment earlier. But,
How do you feel now?
I feel like a weight is being lifted off my shoulders, honestly. Is that the wrong response?
I can definitely have sympathy with it.
Like, Kitty was not the last person he was going to kidnap.
Mm.
And, I mean, you saw how fucking racist he was. Like, holy shit.
Is
Anyway.
the gate open? Like this is the cell door.
You can get it open now that he's dead, if you'd like.
I'm gonna walk in. I'm gonna give Erica a big hug.
As he's walking in, I'm gonna revert to my usual
Hey,
form.
someone wants to join the room. It's not Charlie, I swear.
Oh, thanks, man. I'm actually gonna fully hug you back.
You've done him a good service.
Yeah, well, the whole point of this contract is that it allows people a chance to better themselves without still being a threat to society.
Right.
But, you know, he clearly didn't want to improve. And thus, I was removing a threat.
Such happens in war. We should probably go see the others.
Yeah, I mean, this particular one was less about war and more about That one was more of a grudge, to be honest. Because, I mean, you know, I love my little brother. He didn't deserve that. Are you curious to see the pain he went through because of that guy, by the way?
Don't push that on me.
I was asking. It's not a case like him where I'm forcing it on you.
No, I would rather you not place the stone on me. If I'm
Very
being
well
frank.
then.
Alright, I'll go and join the others again.
As you're leaving, Erikai, one of the guards comes up to you to ask for the stone back, just stating that they need to use it for other prisoners. Don't worry, it'll be wiped of everything on it.
I was gonna. You know.
You can keep it if you really like.
I mean, he was the only one that really needed to. Actually, no. I suppose there's the other.
Keep it.
I can just get another one.
No, we can.
No,
we can,
you have it.
That one's already done.
Keep it.
You
We'll
keep it. Keep it.
Okay.
And they go and they get one out of the box, and they're gonna take it into the cell where one of these people is, hand them the rock and the knife, and then leave. 5 seconds later, they kill themselves. Being handed the rock that they had. Which is a similar stone to the one that Erikai used, but imbued with someone else's memories.
Yeah. It is. It's not memories. It is purely the
pain and stuff.
Well, it can be other things. You could give that rock to someone with experience of like the best night of sex ever.
Okay,
and
Erikai.
that, you know?
Okay.
It's a wonderful rock.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, this one's going to be kept for this purpose.
Very well. Yeah, this person offered themselves by choice.
Ooh.
Technically, Zim chose to die.
No, they gave it to someone else.
Yes, I know. I'm saying
Yeah,
he also technically chose death.
And they're gonna go and take the rock and the knife and then leave and start writing notes down.
Right.
Alright, you guys go back upstairs to the others.
Hello.
Hello. Did
Please.
you get
Please.
what you needed to do?
Yeah. Wipe some blood off my cheek. I did.
Wonderful. Do you feel better?
I do.
Good. I hope you didn't hear too many screams.
No, I heard plenty.
Oh, wonderful. Well, I meant from others.
Oh, there was a few.
Yeah, it'd be quite traumatic for some.
I don't think it could best what I've been through.
Really? Is that a challenge?
I offer him the stone.
He's going to take the stone from you and just stand there.
It's pretty bad, right?
I drop him the bucket, and he's going to hand it back.
This guy's messed up.
Not enough to kill, like mine.
Oh, yeah, no, I wasn't suggesting that. But, like, you know, that was inflicted on a 12-year-old.
Sure. I was 12 once.
When you experienced that pain?
I've experienced it many times over, at any age.
Why? If you don't mind me
Long
asking?
story.
That sounds like you mind me asking. Okay. he just put a rat and nothing else.
He's going to wave off the RGB crew and they're going to just relax and go off to chat. And he's going to turn out to Erikai with full serious and go, most people experiencing my pain would rather take their own
I've
lives
witnessed.
than experience the pain of 1,000 lifetimes, 1,000 deaths, 1,000 rebirths, and death again.
Wait, you put everything you've experienced on that stone
Yes.
and just condensed it down into one instance?
Yes.
Huh.
Rebirth is an instance of everything I've experienced.
Right.
I put my most recent life upon them.
Fair enough.
'Tis the way of the phoenix.
Oh, you're a phoenix. Why do you have, like, angel wings, then?
Well, it's easier to look like that than it is anything else.
Yeah,
If I walked around with flaming wings, I'd burn people.
Okay, right, fair enough. Fellas, we've met a phoenix.
Nice.
I thought they were extinct.
Not extinct.
You thought the phoenix had all died? 'Cause
Yeah.
let me tell you something about what happens when a phoenix dies.
Well, it's only if they have flame to be reborn from. Like you have
Oh, I see.
to burn their body essentially.
Oh, right, okay.
Allow me to assure
No.
you they are not dead. But
Well, that's good news. It's always nice to hear that a species hasn't died out.
yes, well, they are well hidden.
Good.
Anything else you need from me? So he kind of stands up from the stairs and stretches a bit.
No,
Wonderful.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Then there are quests downstairs. You are free to return at any time, and I will
Are
see you
you
later.
willing to donate one of your feathers?
For what purpose?
Well, doesn't dying with one in possession stop the death?
No, I'm reborn regardless.
No, I mean, stop the person holding the feather.
Oh, I guess I've never really given one away. Like, it's weird. It's like if I asked for one of your toenails or hairs.
That's a good point. I didn't think about that.
That's, you know,
You know what? Never mind.
I'll have a hair of yours in exchange. It's just, you know,
I'm good. I'm alright. I'm a leave.
he's gonna go sit in his big chair and admire his new table.
He's a simple being, eh?
I'm glad I suggested that. It seems he enjoys it.
Yeah. No, we've done good today.
Mm.
And I've killed someone, but that's a cycle, you know. Moving on.
Right. So, what's our next port of call?
That would be the Wind Court, my good friend.
Mm-hmm.
We have a date with a scaly friend of ours.
Right, and so Sky's going off to meet her friend.
Yeah, and I
Yeah,
believe you have a
with Sky,
day. You have a day before the actual festivities, so Sky has time to like spend a day with her friends and then meet you guys for the trials.
Right, okay.
Kill the rats, heroes of Arithia. They made me crazy.
Oh god!
Let's see.
All right, Charlie, timing out again.
Yeah, so I guess we head to Black Ape.
Yes.
Black Ape.
All right, so you guys are gonna head.
I should really do some shopping.
Do you guys want to do shopping? You can do shopping the whole day before the trial. Kind of scope it out, get a room and go shopping.
I want to do some shopping.
Do some shopping, Queen.
Yes.
Yeah, let's do some shopping.
I also wish to contact Kaito about dryads.
Okay.
But like that's probably better done out of session because otherwise it's just me talking to myself and that's stupid.
Fair enough.
I know what I'm gonna buy.
Thingamblobs and thingamajigs. Because I'm sure that's his motto. Oh. I could buy a ring of attune. I don't actually have enough items to attune to right now, but
I would like to buy the Holy Scripture of Tari, the God of Darkness.
All right.
I'd like to
Cool.
get that read.
Wonderful.
And I'll see what I can try and learn about sort of his personality and motives.
Okay.
And If there is a temple dedicated to him here, then I might, if people are still shopping, pop in and just sort of see what the vibe is.
Okay. The Wind Court mainly worships Tari, so there would not be any above ground legal worshipping places of the God of Darkness.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't Tari the god of darkness?
Sorry, is the god of darkness.
Did you mean?
Yeah,
Lead
there's no
goddess lady?
legal above ground worshipping houses for Tari, the God of Darkness.
You said the Wind Court mainly worships
No,
and then
sorry,
the wrong
mainly
name.
worships
magic.
yeah, whoever that is.
I can't remember who that. I can't remember
Yeah.
it either.
They mainly worship this person, but it's all
Telos.
underground, all legal.
Yeah,
It is,
yeah.
tell us, yeah.
Yeah, tell us.
Can I actually decide what cantrips I took? I forgot I had spells, even though I gave them to myself literally at the end of last session when we left up. Erokai with spells is wild.
Or his casting.
Oh, you haven't seen me cast a thing, yeah. There's gonna be some funky spells you ain't ever seen before. Can I have a reminder as to which city we're going to? I went very Scottish there. Which city are we going to in the one court again?
Sky's Quinn.
Quinn. That's where the crystal dragon is, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. Wind Court, Quinn, Central Holy Palace. There is nothing there. There's nothing there. Allfather's Treasury, yeah! Oh, I forgot everything's so expensive here.
Oh wow, it is quite a bit.
Oh yeah, but I'm sure you'd be very interested in the modular armor.
I was just looking at that. I would have to give up my my perfect clean armor.
That is true. However, look at it. To be fair, you could not get the armor and just get the greaves and gauntlet as well.
Well, that's true. I can't afford the armor, so.
Really? We got 3,000 gold for the last quest, or 300 platinum more accurately.
Yeah. That.
Oh
puts
wait,
me
the
at,
armor. Sorry, I was looking at the gauntlet. Ignore me.
Oh right.
All water and drink that passes your lips turns to sand every day. The wielder suffers 1 point of exhaustion, which cannot be put to normal resting. Okay, well that's shit. That just slowly kills you. That's.
Did we get a bunch of platinum?
Yeah. Kyolo gave us 300 platinum for saving the Dragon Queen.
That was each, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
That does go hard.
Quicksilver is insane. You just have 30-foot extra movement, provided you don't wear armor.
Ooh, that would go hard.
Which would put me up to 75 feet of movement. Rest you can have plus 2 sword.
The booming sword is kind of badass. Actually, wait, there was a specific one I was looking for, wasn't there? Oh shit, that's my also problem. It's arty. No, wait.
Could I please buy the gauntlet?
Of course,
Well,
absolutely.
The modular one. Oh, he's gonna be so cool now.
Thank you very much.
I'm tempted to get the Phantom Steps. I don't recognize this. No, I do. Oops, oops.
Right, there we go.
And as long as you continue to
Alright, I've also gone ahead and made the Rebel Guild's channel filled with the high and low level quests.
Let's go.
The low level quests for you guys would be something you could kind of like whack out in half a day. You could take 2 or 3 of them and it would just be like filler session material if one of the players are missing and you guys haven't got something to do urgently.
Mm-hmm.
But it'd just be easy gold.
Right, there we go then.
Right, you've acquired the modular gauntlet. Obviously, there's also all of the mainstream magical items for 5e D&D where I can get you prices for pretty much everything. I don't believe Zach's back yet, is he?
I have just returned.
That's
Oh,
actually
yeah.
fucking crazy. Holy shit. While
It's
they're all
summertime.
shopping, do you want to do your bit with the guys? With your friends? Or do you not want to go into too much detail with it? It's completely up to you.
I mean, it might be easier just to, like text it at some point later.
Fair enough. We'll summarize it though. So you're going back to hang out with Tennille, and also to hang out with Varara for a while, yeah?
Yeah.
So, you know,
Yeah.
she's gonna gossip about her tragic loss. You know, she needs to vent to you about this grieving she's going through with wine and cheese and really expensive meats. You know, just talking about how great her life is now, that she's kind of free of, like, not that he was an abusive or terrible husband, she just didn't want to be married to him. Like, they just didn't like each other. You know, as an arranged marriage. He's not like an abusive husband. She gets that across. You know, she's like, he was cool, but he's not the love of her life, and she now has the freedom to kind of go out and marry whoever she wants.
He's back.
He's back.
Well, it's kind of unfortunate that they had to die to split up, but oh well.
Yeah.
This is the way of high society politic bullshit.
But she has a lot of fun just being there with you, you know. You get to swim in her fancy pool in her house and, you know, just relax. You get to use her spa. We'll go through some details obviously later, like you said. And then with Tennille, he just kind of, you know, treats you for a day as well. He makes sure your travel to her house is, you know, guarded and gives you a carriage.
Nice.
He's the emotional mess he always is around you, trying to think of the right sentence to say. but it's cute. Alright. Dylan, is there anything you would like to buy?
I'm reading up about something real quick.
Yeah, no worries.
I'm browsing the music shop at the moment.
Ah, wonderful.
Oh, you're getting some static.
Uh-oh, that's not good.
It's gone already.
Dun, 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 dun.
Alright, so it's mainly just shopping now then. Also, if you want to do any shopping, Sky, just tell me. And... and you can do that. So just look through normal magic items, anything in the shops, and it'll be yours.
I did message you on Instagram a while ago about something, but let me check that
if
I
it's a
am
while
still...
ago, I'm not going to remember.
Let me check. I almost forgot.
Fair.
Yeah, it's my... Other than me saying one of your things was cool, the previous message.
Alright, let me have a look then.
20 degrees now.
It's too warm
Supposed to be
outside.
colder.
Let's see. Yes. Let me have a read of this.
My current bow does have non-combat utility.
Mhm.
So what's going to happen is if I do swap it out, I'm going to need it the immediate next time.
Yeah.
But oh well.
Is Erica really not attuned to anything right now?
I'd let you have that for like 1,000 and you could talk me down with a good argument.
Well, what if I traded in my current bow?
Is it just a normal short bow?
No, it is a magic item.
Tell me what it is and we shall discuss it.
I did put it in the message below it.
Bruh.
It's short sword, which can transform into a bow and back. I don't know where a picture of it would be.
Okay, yeah, so that's a +1 reroll 2 persuasions, is what you put in. So I'd let you have that for probably, that would take 400 off of it, so 600.
That's 40 platinum, right?
It'd be 60 platinum for 600 for the bow.
Oh, yeah.
Because 400 got taken off for trading in your own bow.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that.
Alright. It is all yours then.
Yeah, candle. Where is it? Do you have a price for the Eldritch Claw tattoo?
Eldritch Claw tattoo. Uncommon, I most likely do.
Yeah, okay. Oh, and the dagger ones.
Eldritch Claw Tattoo is 400 gold.
Oh, how do you want to do that?
Okie dokie. All yours.
Let me.
It is attuned.
Yep. Well, actually, like, I'm pretty sure Urkai is only using one of his attunement slots right now.
Fair enough.
So.
Got a funny rash on the back of my hand.
Use pseudocrem.
I don't have any.
Do you have any at home?
No.
Hey.
I need to buy some.
Did you eat it again?
Yeah, I did eat it again.
Do we have a bag of holding?
Yes.
I think someone does.
I think we have two between the lot of us. I think Sky's got one and I've got one.
Okay.
Eldritch.
I'd actually like to share with the class me eating silicone.
On stream.
I don't care, it's a baby.
Okay.
Ta-da!
Oh my god.
I ate
It's in
silicone.
your hair.
It's all in my hair. I apparently got it all over the carpet as well. It was tasty though.
Oh, right.
It's not tasty.
It is. It was so tasty.
I mean, I don't know, to be fair. I've never tried some.
You should try it. It's
Doesn't-
good.
It doesn't smell tasty.
It's so tasty.
I'm gonna not take your word for that.
Alright, I'm gonna
Thank
buy
you very
some
much.
soda cream off of Amazon while we're sitting here waiting for people to look at items.
That's true.
And I promise not to eat it.
I sent you two.
Ah, you sent me items. Wonderful. Let me find that chat. Okay.
Okay, so these are two attunement slots, right?
It's rare. Bag of tricks. I know I have the bag of tricks written down.
Eldritch Clue.
I need to start working on my
Wait until school's over first, Rose.
Pardon?
Wait until school's over first.
Ah, fair enough. Bag of tricks I've got at 500.
Okay.
And then...
I'm just looking at stuff that isn't attunement because I have 4 attunement slots. Ooh, I want this.
Okay, I've not got a price for that. I will read that now.
Let's see.
I think I want this.
Okay, I probably have that. I do not. That is not an item I even have on my list.
Oh, it might be one of the new ones then.
Yeah.
What is it, out of curiosity?
Crown of the Forest from IMR, whatever that is.
IMR.
IMR.
I've heard of that one.
I think I'm reading this right.
So is that
This is really.
that's bad for you?
I'm trying to read this because it's very poorly written.
So while wearing this crown, a character automatically fails any intelligence checks made
Yeah,
to see
'cause
through an
it
illusion.
doesn't say the wearer. It says like a character.
Yeah.
Like, so like a different player character.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, NPC has character as a part of its thing, so it could just be anyone.
Well, it says
I'm
afterwards,
fine.
however, a character wearing a crown has such a strong sense that. Yeah, this is written very badly. I'm gonna look it up
Didn't it say
online.
a character wearing this crown?
Wearing a crown, which is why it's written bad. Crown
Right.
of the forest.
Yeah. Yeah, this says a character wearing a crown has a. So any character that I meet that wears a crown.
Yeah.
There's a
What?
bit
It
like
doesn't
that.
exist on the wiki dot. So it might be unearthed fauna. Yeah, it's written shittily here as well.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say that one's not sold because it just doesn't make sense.
Well, it can be sold. It's just not good for
Yeah,
me.
it's good for no one.
If I fail any intelligence investigation to see through an illusion, yeah, let me put that on.
You can gift it to someone and then they'll never know the difference.
Eric, I could fuck with someone wearing one of those so hard.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna keep looking for some stuff, but I'm gonna get those two. The
Okie dokie.
non-crown. The non-crown.
Yep.
But you gave me a lot of money, so.
Fair enough. That's what it's used for. How can I fill this? Oops.
Erica, you're suddenly attacked by skeletons!
Well, no, I've already got the end of this session ready. Like a reveal. So I'm just like waiting until you guys are all done. We'll do the rest of the stuff and then I'll do that and it'll be over.
Have you got a price for an ion stone
Ion stone?
of reserve specifically?
How do I spell ion?
IOUN.
That's why it's not coming up. Let's have a look. No. 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 Which level is it?
Rare.
Rare, so that's the first one, isn't it? Send it to me. Actually, no, I can just look it up like a normal person.
Actually, I think you've given it a price for Arashi when he asked.
Sure thing, if you can find it.
Iron Stone of Reserve, 2011.
Perfect, then that's the price.
Sorry, I only just remembered that.
No, I like you giving me the price because it means I can update my spreadsheet bit by bit. I can't wait until this 48-page spreadsheet is done. Because it's just a general price of what I think everything should be compared to its, relative rarity.
Okay, right. The Eldritch Claw tattoo was 400.
Mm-hmm.
That's such an annoying price to work out for me.
God, Sudocream's like on offer right now, holy shit.
The
How much does this
Kawinky
thing sell
Dink.
for?
A 400-gram pack for £7.50. It's
damn.
56% off right now.
56?
56% off.
George is about to go buy some soda cream.
Yeah.
No, wait, sorry. So So what's the full price? Is that the £7 something?
£7.50 is what it is after its discount for 400 grams, like the big tub.
No, Tesco sells a 400-gram tub for around the £10 mark.
Damn. Well, £7.50 is better
For now.
for now. Yeah,
For now.
the full price is it's got a fucking load. £17 on Amazon.
Amazon is a huge markup.
Yeah. Well, there's 56% off, so it's £7.50 actually.
Wow. Maybe it's one of those things where it's like they
Oh
jack the
yeah, they
price
pretend it's
up,
money
fair.
off. Yeah.
Mm.
The scam of the nation. Well, 6 60-gram ones are 30 quid,
Right.
which is what 360 grams, so 30 quid or £7.50.
Mm.
Scam, absolute scam. Just like those spices, George.
Oh, I bought the bag.
Oh.
When on? Was it yesterday? Yeah, yeah. I bought the bag yesterday. And I think I even got it. What did we say? It was £2.
Yeah.
I got it for £1.60 because there was a club
Oh,
card.
let's go. What's that?
400 grams of paprika for £1.60.
£1.60.
When the little Schwartz thing, that's like
40
40,
grams.
50 grams is like £2.
Crazy. Absolutely insane.
Okay.
Look.
Right, I've done a lot of shopping.
He stands.
Oh my god.
How much is 400 grams of paprika in Arithia?
I'd say like, you're gonna be paying like 2 gold for that. It's a lot of money.
2 gold.
Yeah.
If only they had Tesco's in Arithia.
I know. Tesco's or Aldi.
Okay, so do you want a full list of stuff I bought?
Yeah, just put it in your chat. I don't care as long as you've paid the price.
I have.
Then
It was a heavy price.
yeah, it's gonna be a heavy price.
My soul.
Okie dokie. So, as the night comes to an end, Sky would, say goodbye to Tennille and return to you guys. Have you kind of set up in in an inn nearby?
I imagine, yeah, just sort of like the closest to the trials.
Fair enough. Are you going fancy or are you going cheap?
I'll go.
I'll go fancy.
All right.
Yeah, we'll go fancy.
Yeah, I think Arrowhead's gonna go fancy as well because
Ooh, everyone's going
he's
fancy.
not been feeling great lately.
Yeah.
You know, on account of being tortured.
What? Womp womp. Get better.
Fucking womp womp! I got tortured.
Yeah, and it was my fault. All right, then you guys will go.
Oh, look at that.
It's the Pristine Swan Inn.
Ooh.
There is a built-in worship area for those who wish to worship Telos. There's a on-site pool and spa area, complimentary breakfast, and lots and lots of food always available. Room service you can call at any time of the day, any time of night. Companionship services you can call upon at any time you like. And each of you
In the wind court?
in the wind court.
Oh my!
Why is that such an oh my?
I don't know. They just felt like very high society, not likely to do that sort of thing, at least in the open.
They're the ones who do companionship without much pay.
Yeah.
But these people would be paid. Yeah, and you all get a lovely room for the low price of about 4 gold a night.
That could be worse. There we go.
Okay. Right, that's full list of everything I bought. 3 items.
Wonderful. Ooh.
Mm.
Ooh.
Hello.
Okie dokie. So, yeah, Sky, you would be one of the last to the inn, but I'm sure you guys would have like told her before she left, or some kind of communication through the stone. But you'd arrive, and if the others want to be in the complimentary bar downstairs, you could be.
Oh yes, please.
All right, wonderful. It's a lovely, lovely bar,
Oh wait, let me take.
and all the drinks are on the house.
Got that.
Unless if you want to buy like bottles, then they'll sell you a bottle, but you can take anything from the bar for free.
I'll probably just have a bit of wine while I read my new book.
Wonderful.
Oh, I'm gonna read my new piece of paper with a list of asshole words.
List of names, wonderful. Those gloves would run you 300 gold, Dylan.
Nice.
And I will have to look up the price of the other thing.
That's 25.
Perfect, you've already got it. Wonderful.
Right. Okay, I tell you what. To make things a little quicker, I'm gonna write down how much damage my unarmed strikes do, so I don't have to fucking remember.
Mhm.
That doesn't feel correct. How many levels do I have in mind? I have 8. Oh. 8. That should be plus.
Alright, does anything else for anyone else?
I mean, you know, I'm gonna fucking drinks and stuff.
Okie dokie, you
Is the
getting companions?
companionship free or?
The companionship is part of the package.
Oh, I mean, it'd be rude not to, really, wouldn't it?
Okie dokie.
Would it have?
As someone who's worked in the business, in character, obviously, yes. I would be offended if I was complimentary and not taken.
Does this woman strike your fancy?
Oh, you're taking me away from my mathematics right now. She certainly does. Can I have multiple complimentary?
You can.
I'm America, you know, I kind of
Okay.
see how many I can get before management shows up.
They'd let you have 2,
Oh, okay. I'll take it.
as not to, you know, spread them thin of companions.
Hmm.
Here you go. There's a really sexy tiefling as well that you'll love.
Don't just send Carla. You fucker.
Oh damn.
You love her.
Charlie, I swear to fuck, I'm gonna. That's the dance! I told you it was real!
There's really funny memes of Carl, like whenever she has to stand still for 0.2 seconds, it's her just breaking it down.
She is so riddled with ADHD, it's hilarious.
Oh god.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'll take those two. So. Right, I need to get back to my maths. Right.
Alright, well, I will let you do that while I continue some explanations.
Yeah.
So, when morning comes and you guys begin heading towards the trial, there is a lot of people gathered around to begin this week's entry. There is about 20 other groups of adventurers, 20 groups of 5, gathered at the gates waiting for them to open. Eventually, the king exits with some guards, opens the gates and allows everyone into the front main hall, where they all begin to gather. Cole, I would like you to make a perception.
Oh, fun. Okay.
Also, could you tell me what the range in your aura is real fast? The one that affects Eric only.
10 feet, I believe.
10 feet? Okay.
That's for saves, though, not
Yeah, it's the damage one I was asking about.
Oh right, yeah. Okay. I don't be perceiving very well.
It'll either be 5 or 10 feet. One of the two.
5.
You're sure it's 5?
Okay.
No.
Actually,
No, he's saying 5 to his roll.
Oh, right. I'll look it up. I don't know why I need to ask. I can just look it up and not bother you.
Okay. So, everyone is brought into the hall together. They are, gathered
Will
up.
we be joining in with this or just watching?
Well, would you want to be part of the trials, yeah?
I can't remember if we were just planning to watch and then, like, intervene.
Making that decision now, then.
I thought the idea was to infiltrate and, like, get the dragon out without the trials having all eyes on us, right?
I think that's probably best.
Alright.
Yeah.
You're fine to be watching this then. They will allow the public. So you'd just be like up on the, the second floor of the throne room where you can look over the balcony and stare down at all of the groups.
Yeah.
Alright, so as you begin to stare down at everyone, they shift about and the king begins to address and announce the 3 stages of these trials. The first of which will be a battle between groups.
Your Christmas +5 has been cool.
Yep.
Cool.
And George, I will message you something.
Oh no. This is my punishment for not seeing.
In blood, when living feet of Santa.
The suspense.
+4, I can't remember, isn't it? It's
Brilliant.
All right.
I'm going to tap Sky on the shoulder, and
Yeah.
I'm going to point out one of the contestants and say, "Does he look familiar to you?"
Where's the picture of them?
Make a history check.
History. It's a +1. Oops, I didn't do the bot command. 18.
That seems to be your best friend's supposedly dead husband in disguise.
Oh. Right.
Wait, someone else was like sad that they died, right? Was it the guy on the core? The rider on the core, I think, was. No.
I was kind of sad.
Oh, it was you. Right. That makes sense.
Well, I had mixed feelings.
Mm.
He tried to
Was it
steal
your
his boyfriend.
Was it your husband then? Thinking of. It was like.
He would
sad.
probably also have mixed feelings.
Okay. Can we have a picture of him since he's been identified?
Yes,
Yep.
you can. Oh shit! I forgot I was locked out of that folder. Do you have a picture of him to hand?
I will find it.
So, if you're wondering why my turns take too long,
Oh,
this
I've got
is a calculation I have to do when I'm working out how much damage I'm doing when I hit with
Fucking
an
hell.
unarmed strike.
Right, I've got him.
Wonderful.
But he's not wearing this armor, right? He's sort of
No, he's not.
Italy disguised.
He's kind of cloaked up, his wings have been painted black. But it's not very good disguise.
So wait, what was his deal? It's like, is he good or is he gonna try and kill the fucking dragon?
Well, he did try and kill me. He was my
Right.
friend.
But was that like brainwash he tried to kill you, or like he just felt like trying to kill you?
He wasn't brainwashed in the magical sense. He was more just sort of like politically indoctrinated.
Right. Politically brain. I mean that counts. You know?
Yeah. Or at least I don't think so. I mean, I didn't get a good look at his neck, I suppose, while I was hurtling towards the ground.
That's fair. That is fair.
Okie dokie. So, you guys begin to lay witness to each of the groups battling it out in order to knock it down from 20 to 10 as they, fight rather gruesomely with not much intervention. Thankfully, there's no deaths, but gets very close before the clerics kind of rush in to heal people.
Are we able to tell if any of them seem to be more skilled than we are?
Definitely the one Semator pointed out.
His entire party or just him?
His entire party seems more capable than others, but he specifically is the most capable.
So, if we were to individually fight each member of his party, only he would beat us in a one-on-one fight.
In a one-on-one, he would probably best you, like, one of your party members. So like if
But the
he
rest
if
of his
he and
party wouldn't.
if he and Scimitar fought, it would be a close, if not, you know, he would come out on top, kind of skilled.
He technically didn't get me last time. I lost.
Technically, yeah, he technically didn't get you.
It's a tie. You
Yeah,
should
we'll
have-
call it a tie. It was pretty close. It was a tie,
Yeah,
really.
yeah, it's a tie. Hey, in the battles of the death, when both of you walk away alive, that is
Exactly.
definitively a draw.
I mean, I didn't walk away. I did fall towards the ground.
And then walked away.
After you
Well,
woke up.
Yeah, and then was nursed back to health for a few weeks.
And then
And
walked
then
away.
walked away.
But eventually it's knocked down from 20 to 10 as the king begins to motion them all forwards to silently discuss the next phase.
Can
Right,
you?
While they're discussing, we should probably try and sneak around and find the dragon. Right?
I was about to say, do you guys want to keep me updated on the festivities, and I can go sneak off, or we can go do it together if you want.
I'm not that sneaky.
But do you want to try?
I could serve as a distraction, perhaps.
That does involve one of us at least being noticed, is the issue.
True.
One of us being you, the distraction. Well... I mean, it's up to you guys. Who wants to do a little bit of snooping? Scott, you know this guy, right? The guy hosting this?
Do
So, you know, you've been to the king's parties, you've never spoken with him, like, one-on-one in any sort of discussion, but, you know, he would know of your father. So you can use your "my dad said this" kind of power.
Nice.
So you don't know the layout of his house?
She'd know the public layout, and she wouldn't know the private layout.
Okay. Oh wait, it's the king, isn't it?
Yeah.
Duh. I don't know, I thought it was just another noble. Okay, well, I mean, that might be handy to have, you know? Um...
I mean,
So-
do you maybe want to scout out first, and then go
Yeah.
back?
No, I mean, we'll do some scouting, but, like, if we see an opportunity, we may as well take it, you know?
Yeah.
I'm not necessarily meaning we get him back now, but, like, we probably could with the tools we have on hand. Like, I'm gonna lift up my foot that's got a sick looking new pair of shoes on. And I'm gonna like slap the bottom of my boot, and it's gonna be completely silent. I'm pretty
Ooh.
fucking sneaky now.
Okay.
Also, apparently I can't trigger traps if I'm to believe the shopkeeper who sold them to me.
Ooh.
So, yeah.
Okay, I would say, I mean, I don't want to jeopardize myself.
And I could move through walls. Forgot that bit.
That seems important. Don't forget that bit.
Man, if only I had these a couple days ago.
Womp womp.
Fuck you and your womp womps.
You love me.
I do.
Right. I say
I
you should go.
apologize for my cringe. Continue.
You should go walk through some walls and see if you can find.
I do like the sound of walking through walls.
Do you want to maybe if you take one of the stones and then
Yeah.
anyone that's not going with you, I'll I mean, I probably at least for the scouting portion won't come with you.
That's
I thought that
fair
makes
enough. I mean, there's I'd imagine a good portion of the King's Guards are currently here. So if you see them start
Great.
to move towards the castle, it'd be great to let us know.
That's true. Yeah, I'll give you a ring if that happens.
Yeah. Okay. Also here, please keep this safekeeping. It's totally not so I can teleport back to you at any point in time if I'm in danger.
Okay, I'll hold on for that.
You get given this tonight. Ding. The description on there is not actually what it does in this world.
Right. Okay.
So
Should probably copy across what it does.
what into the chat?
Yeah,
I've
just
copied it
so
into my approach.
they're aware.
I mean, I got it from one of the shops. They can access at any time.
Yeah, but it's easier.
There you go. That's what it really does. Actually, we're probably more than 200 feet in the castle right now, aren't we? Crap.
Well,
you
the
can-
festivities are literally like out in the front courtyard.
Oh, so it is feasibly
Yeah.
within range. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go be a sneaky little shit now.
All right.
How's the weather today?
The weather's it's pretty sunny. It's nice.
Pretty shit. That's not good.
Oh
Not for me. I want darkness.
no, it's a sunny, beautiful day for
Shit.
battle.
Oh well. Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna.
Roll your stealth for sneak, please.
Time for L sneak, I guess. I'm gonna start by casting Pass Without Trace on myself.
Okay.
So let me just roll my stealth with Pass Without Trace. Does a 43 get me in?
Oh, what? Jesus, that's a nat 20 plus 23.
Yeah. Stealth expertise and Pass Without Trace go hard.
Okay, yeah, where do you want to go?
I'm just like sitting next to Cole and he just hits a
And you're gone.
and there's nothing left.
I'll turn around and be like, oh, how about... Oh, never mind. He's gone.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna go look for the dragon, I guess.
Okie dokie.
Below ground is probably where I'm gonna start.
Cool.
Okay.
Roll some investigations of where you find yourself in the castle, I guess.
Oh my god, I
Oh, no.
never thought
Yes,
I
but-
would roll a plus, like a 43. That is insane.
He has to roll something that's not sneak.
Yeah, I mean, not sneak or perception for that matter.
Oh, dear.
But hey, investigation. Some. How many is some?
Huh?
You said some investigation.
Like 4.
4. 4, 1d, 1d plus 1. 9, a 13, a 17, and a 21.
Yippee!
Okay. Okay.
That's another nat 20. I'm getting lucky today.
Bro's rolling.
It must be because I slept with 2 women last night.
Okay. Oh god. Okay. Alright, so with the first two, you're kind of wandering around blindly. I'm not gonna make you roll.
Stealth?
I'm just never gonna make you roll stealth ever again. Because it's not even like it's invisibility and true sight would see you. It's just
I'm just
You're
him.
just
I'm
gone.
just a sneaky fucking dude.
okay. So as you're wandering around, the 9 and the 13, you're kind of checking rooms, trying to find like the staircase down to get deeper into the castle, and you stumble upon sounds of guards. You know, like slightly raised voices telling someone to just be normal, go back, be normal.
Can I see who?
You can. I don't know why I was about to ask you to try. So you eventually wander around and see 2 guards kind of standing outside what looks like a royal bedroom, pushing a girl back in, who is this half dragonic form,
Oh, she looks sick.
and they kind of have their sticks, beating sticks out, trying to get her to just be normal. Go back to what you were before. Get rid of the scales. You know, you need to show off. We need to take you out there soon so you can show off.
Well, we were shown what our target looks like. That's not them. But
That's not the dragon, but
I'm
that is the
curious.
princess.
Do I know that's the princess?
Yes.
Right. That is very, very interesting for me. Yeah, I'm gonna wait for the guards to leave, I guess.
Okay.
And see if I can strike up a conversation.
So it does seem from what they're saying they're going to take her out to show her off to the people who are there to marry her.
Oh yeah.
So as soon as she eventually seems to calm down this dragonic side, they take her both arms in and begin to lead her to the front room.
Okay. If it sounds like that, I might have to do something else first. I want to talk to her. I don't know how I'm gonna get the opportunity. I can't go invisible yet, so I can't do that.
Everyone else, cool fighting tournament, free food for all of the guests. So
I'm
Hell
going
yeah.
to be watching Gabriel the whole time.
okay, he seems very intent on winning this. There is not much holding back from him.
Okay. How strong do the guards look?
They look fairly strong.
So I couldn't like one shot them both.
You couldn't one-shot them, no.
No. I don't think I have a way of getting to her really. Yeah, I mean, I guess I've gotta. I just let it go, I guess.
There they go.
Should have brought me.
I might like minor illusion like the words behind the god so they don't see it. But
Okay.
obviously she's facing me, I assume.
No,
Is she-
she's walking the same way they are. They're
No,
not
I mean
dragging
before she
her.
like when they're in the doorway.
Yeah. Okay.
Like so she's facing
Yeah,
me
yeah,
now.
yeah.
Can I like minor illusion those? They're like say eel if you need help.
Okay. She doesn't say it. It's
Okay.
clear she doesn't really trust random words floating in front
That's
of her.
fair.
I could have dimensioned order.
You could have just said. You could have gone with. No one stopped you.
I didn't hear that conversation.
Oh.
We had it quite loudly for like.
Well, the
5
thing is, I
minutes.
want to talk to her before I make my presence to the gods known, which dimension dooring her would pretty quickly let the gods.
She's gone. She's free.
Well, I guess I'm gonna keep looking at the
Job
basement.
Okie dokie. So eventually, with those higher rolls, you find the kind of door down to what seems to be like holding cell areas. And you can wander down. There doesn't seem to be any guards currently down here.
Interesting.
And there are very, very few people in these, but near the back there does seem to be a more secluded and stronger cell.
Is there
Yeah,
a way I
'cause
can see
I
inside
would've-
it?
Hmm?
Can I see inside that?
I would have gone on a stealth mission. I didn't hear that. I'm immensely stealthy.
Did you see my stealth roll?
I have advantage on stealth rolls, and people have disadvantage at seeing me on
Mhm.
stealth rolls.
I got a 43.
Okay.
Anyway.
And I know what it's called support. We're on the same team. I'm just saying I'm immensely stealthy and would have gone on a stealth mission.
You should have said that when we were talking about it for like 5 minutes straight.
Okay. Well, I was not paying attention for that conversation.
Okay. Right.
Alright, well, we're gonna end it soon anyway. As you reach the kind of back cell expecting to see a dragon, you instead see the queen of this castle sitting in chains inside that cell. And that is where we're gonna end that.
Ooh. So we didn't see the dragon.
Nope.
Okay. God damn.